Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. They're at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Car Crafters is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures.
All right, you're in your new week. Thursday
futures
night
start
football. So Monday starts your work week, Sunday starts the calendar week, but Thursday starts your football week. And so you're in it, set your teams. Sorry about the game you get tonight, but not sorry that you get Carolina and Houston. And I know you'll sit around and you'll watch it, and you'll tell me how much you hate it until you tell me how much you love it. What's up? And, well, happy Thursday. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta, A. Marie. JJ, I believe, will be with us at some point.
Hopefully.
What's good?
What's good? I know the Thursday night game is going to be rough, but it's football, and I actually haven't got to watch the Panthers a lot, and they're a good. I'm excited to watch them.
I like them.
Yeah, so I'm excited.
Who's my quarterback tonight? Davis who?
Mills.
Davis Mills. Okay.
I think from Stanford.
Oh, that's right. That's that Davis Mills, not the other one. Damn Davis Mills are there. Like, wait, which Davis Mills is it? Now it's the comedian Davis Mills. You know, the guy he does. You haven't played with him? You haven't headlined with him?
I haven't. Not yet.
Not yet. You shall soon.
We'll see how he does tonight.
Their number 2 guy is listed as Deshaun Watson, and then Tyrod Taylor. So if Davis Mills goes down,
yeah, what happened?
Is there someone behind Davis Mills today?
I don't think so.
And they're playing against a Carolina defense who's been really, really good, who made life miserable last week for Jameis, right?
Yes.
After Jameis threw 5
that front
touchdowns.
line, yeah.
They've been good. So Carolina is one of my 2 teams that I thought could surprise, and after 2 weeks did. The Raiders being the other one.
Yes.
Okay. And I kind of banked on the Sam Darnold thing. I banked on Sam Darnold being in a better place, having and I've said this a lot of times, a Tannehill-like experience, right, with his second chance.
Yeah.
Tannehill never really had an opportunity. Well, he had opportunities. He didn't have a good opportunity in Miami. He went to Tennessee. He's got a great running back and got weapons and something around him. I look at what's in Carolina, and he's got what's considered to be the best running back in the game today, right?
Yes.
In Christian McCaffrey.
Yes.
DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, they've got weapons. They've got guys to throw to. And I get it, they lost in week 1. Then they went across the country and won in Seattle, which to me says, okay, I'm going to believe no Carolina did. That Tennessee did. But and that's Tennessee's another story to me. I think Carolina's now. I'm not going to tell you they're going to win that division because they're with Tampa Bay, but I'm going to tell you that they're going to fight for a playoff spot.
Yeah, and also Antonio Brown has COVID. If anyone cares,
I saw that
he's vaccinated too, but he's whatever.
Yeah, we'll get into NFL, who's playing, who's not, and some of the matchups over the weekend. All right, here's what I got for you today. 8:30 this morning, we're going to talk college football with Jerry Palm from CBSSports.com. Look back at that week last week, the UCLA loss and the Alabama victory over Florida, and move forward and maybe even, get into the SC job if you want to do that. And we'll pick and I really need to know what Jerry thinks about the drum not being allowed in Notre Dame Stadium.
Yeah, what
like
is that about?
Had well, Jerry is a old Purdue band guy.
Yeah.
Like not just went to Purdue.
Isn't it like
he's a band guy.
600 pounds too?
It's a big bleeping drum.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's a big damn drum, and they wouldn't let him in because the only way to come in was through the home tunnel, and they weren't going to let him through the home tunnel.
Oh, come on.
It's so Bush.
Oh, that'll be fun.
So Bush, but I mean that's how it is. What was the final of that game? Notre Dame and Purdue last week. This is this week, but I thought it was. Because I thought that was going to motivate them.
27-13.
Yeah, 27-13. Notre Dame won. All right. Here's phone numbers to get in today. 505-246-0610. That's how you get to us today and pretty much every day. 505-246-0610 also serves as the Sports Animal text line, the hate line, the venom line, the love line, whatever it is you want it to be. You can text to that number as well. Emails come in at jeff@sportsanimalabq.com. On the Facebook, you can watch the show, The OD in the AM. It sounds like a lot. It really isn't. TheOdintheam. Is it easier when I say the OD in the AM?
The OD. It helps.
OD in the AM. And you can watch the show there. Adrian's producing for you on the television side. And wearing his Dodgers. A tough night for the Blues last night. They got
Rockies,
run out of Coors Field 10-5. Giants win in San Diego.
Ooh.
So we're getting close to putting this thing away. Yeah. The Giants are 2 up with 5 to go. Right? Is that where I am?
Yep.
2 up with 5 to go. And they went in San Diego 8-6 last night. So it's looking like Dodgers and Cardinals. I'm just telling you, I've watched too much Dodger-Cardinal playoffs over the years. This may be different because the Dodgers should be better. The Cardinals have won 11 in a row. The Cardinals are rolling, and historically, the Cardinals have had the Dodgers number. Now, you're going to show me a place where the Dodgers beat them, and you're going to be right. But if you look over history over the last 30 to 40 years when they play in the playoffs, the Cardinals have had the Dodgers. If you're the Dodgers, who you running? You running Scherzer? You running Buehler? It's not Kershaw, right? It's Scherzer. You're setting yourself up to have Scherzer in the wild card game. I think it's got to be, and you got to get through it. Otherwise, you win 100 and whatever games they're going to end up winning.
The Cardinals are playing the Brewers.
Right now.
That's gonna be a good game.
Yeah, now they're going into that, but they won 11 in a row. 11 in a row coming down the stretch when it matters. Now you can say, well, they're due to lose, Jeff. Okay, I'm down. But Dodger fan, if you're puckering a little bit because you think you've got the best team in baseball, but yet you're going to have to play a one-game series against the Cardinals, one-game series. I mean, what's a one game? You're going to have to play a one-game playoff. One, period. I'm not telling you the Cardinals are going to win. I'm telling you it's a sketchy, nerve-wracking proposition, and history will tell you that. So that's we got. I got other stuff in baseball. Yankees have now overtaken the Blue Jays for that final wild card spot in the American League. That's going back and forth. That's going to be absolutely something to watch this weekend as you run through this, because it's insane. And then the Blue Jays have their little thing with the Rays. Did you watch that mess?
What happened?
All right, so 2 nights ago, Kevin Kiermaier of the Tampa Rays comes in, slides into home plate. He's out. Third out of the inning. Okay? The catcher, Alejandro Kirk, gets up, walks away, and out of his pocket falls a piece of paper. It's a scouting report.
Oh, boy.
So Kiermaier, maybe he knew what it was. Maybe he didn't. I'm going to assume he did. There's a piece of paper there. I mean, he was taught not to litter when he was a kid. He's picking up trash. picked up the scouting report. And look, you can't pick your nose without a camera on you. Like think of how many cameras there are on Major League Baseball games.
Oh my God, you can't get away with anything.
All right, so obviously, hey, he picked up. So and they backed it up and looked down. Oh, it falls out of Alejandro Kirk's pocket, and there it is. It just kind of fell, and it flipped a couple of times, landed on the edge, and fell on. No, not really that much, but I can see play-by-play guy doing that.
Gotta look it up.
Right. So. Everybody, there it is. Everybody saw him pick it up. So he comes to bat yesterday, and Ryan Berkey, the pitcher for Tampa Bay, hits him in the back. They throw him out. They threw at him. right? Baseball, unwritten rules. You can't do that crap. Only we can do that crap. So they go at it, and I'm watching this, and the pitching coach for Toronto is losing his mind. And I'm like, what are you so angry about, man? Like everybody knows you threw at the guy, and they threw your guy out. You can't do that anymore. Like, what are you so mad at? You knew. You probably instructed. Hey, you want me to throw at him? Yeah, hit him right.
Yeah.
Yeah, throw a curveball. I mean, and so the Rays are calling it a weak plunking, and so you've got the Rays. The Rays obviously winning that division. The Jays now, as I just told you, are a half game out of the wild card with the Yankees. But the Rays, I'm sorry, Toronto is saying, "Yep, we want him. I hope we play him. I hope we get him." All right, you will.
Yeah.
It's
wild. It is wild. Yeah.
Yep. So it's agua under the bridge, according to Alejandro Kirk. It fell out of his wristband. Sorry, it wasn't his pocket, by the way. It fell out of his wristband. Sorry, not his pocket. But so we went over
Okay.
and you haven't seen that yet?
No, I'm going to look it up.
And so the bench is empty. This is such a perfectly perfect baseball episode. It's not a fight. It's not a brawl. It's not a skirmish. It's the bench is, you got to look at it. Like the bench is clear and everybody just kind of walks like really, it's slow motion. I'm watching it right now. It's like a slow motion walk. Everybody, the lefty throws, delivers, and he hits him right in the back. Kiermaier stares out at the pitcher. The catcher comes in between, so does the umpire, and they have word, oh, here they come, and the bench is slowly empty. And everybody's just like, really? We're going to have to do that? Like, because I got to be out here.
That's so
Because I got to
funny.
be out here.
I'm gonna
It's
look that
so
up at break.
baseball. It's so baseball. It's so good, but it's so bad. All right, we got that. We got the Dodgers and Giants going at it. We'll get into Lobo football. Lobo's going down to El Paso, take on the Miners. Aggie's got an interesting situation now. Quarterback, who do they play when Hawaii comes to town this weekend? You know it's going to be Chevin Cordero on the other side, but who do the Aggies go with now that everybody's seemingly back to health? 505-246-0610. Come on in. Want to talk to you today. 888-922-0610. And again, Jerry Palm will be with us coming up at the bottom of the 8 o'clock hour, and we will get into college football with him. Now is the time to save yourself some big money every single month. Now is the time. It's not difficult to make it happen, but you got to do it, and you got to do it quickly. You got to refinance your mortgage, and do it now before rates get any higher. Now, I'm not telling you what you have to do, but I kind of am, because it'll save you money. I've been talking about this a lot lately, not only because it's important for you to know, but the rates we're seeing really can make a significant difference on your budget, and that makes now the time to call American Financing. See what you qualify for. You can't put it off any longer. You can save hundreds of dollars a month. What would that mean to you? Tens of thousands of dollars in long-term savings. Call American Financing. See what it is you qualify for. Rates are still incredibly low. There's never been a better time to make your move. You will pre-qualify for free when you call American Financing at 505-247-9999. 505-247-9999, or visit them online at americanfinancing.net. NMLS 182334 and MLSconsumeraccess.org.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Well, I'm going to the Frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
You trusted your home or business security to a company with an armed response. They sold out to a national corporate giant, and you're stuck on the brink of less security. I'm Aaron Jones, owner of International Protective Service. IPS isn't for sale. I'm invested here, and I care about your home and business as if it's my own. Let the highly trained armed guards or 24-hour patrols of IPS protect what's yours. With faster response times to catch criminals and less associated costs. Call 897-2420 or go to ipsglobal.com.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number 1 in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive.
Guy from Stanford.
Mills.
Yeah, I got to write that down. M-I-L's.
I mean, how can you forget him?
Watch guy threw for 426 and 3 touchdowns tonight. And I'm just saying. Play your Panthers tonight. Play your Panthers more. Maybe even Robbie Anderson. Yeah. C-Mac. Sammy D. Play them. Opening drive, Jeff Symbieta and A. Marie in the AM. AM in the
AM in the AM?
Isn't that cute? AM in the AM. You guys are all initialed.
Yes.
JJ and AM. Bucks, Antonio Brown, as A. Marie told you earlier, COVID will not play, or most likely will not play. How about that? He may still get cleared in the game of the week, the Buccaneers and the Rams. That is that the night game or is it not? Why wouldn't it be? It's not.
No.
Dang it.
No, it's the 49ers Green Bay.
Why do I want to watch that crap when I can? All right.
Oh, because you're golfing.
Yeah. It's all about me. I understand.
I understand.
Yeah. Yes.
Golfing schedule gets messed up during football season.
It really does. I almost never play on Sunday, but this is the one. There's this little tournament I play in every year. Last year was up in 2 years ago was in Santa Fe. Didn't play last year. So yes, Tommy, what's happening?
Man, Tommy the Truth back at you. My Yankees are hanging by the skin of their teeth.
Well, they're in now. They're on the right side of the skin.
Huh?
They're on the right side of the skin now.
Yeah, but I tell you what, if they don't make the playoffs, the thing is, I don't expect them to win the World Series every year, but I expect them to be in the playoffs. With they won that 11-game winning streak, then they just started losing to a bunch of scrubs, and they shouldn't be. What I'm saying is they shouldn't be hanging at the skin of their teeth. They had like a 3-game lead at that time, and they just kind of relaxed, I guess. But we'll see. 4 or 5 games left. I know they won yesterday. Toronto lost. And we'll see if they get in or not. Because I really feel that people, what they'd want to see, if you want to get baseball ratings up, people want to see, and this no doubt, the Yankees-Dodgers World Series. We almost had it a few years ago when Houston cheated. But yeah, I think the ratings-wise and what people would love to see is that going back to the Yankees and Dodgers in the World Series, they haven't played each other since, I guess, the 70s.
Yeah, I don't know if everybody wants to see that. So Yankees, did you see who they close out with? Do you see how they're off today? They got 3 at Boston, 3 at Toronto, and then home for Tampa Bay. And Tampa Bay may be playing for best record. They've got a juggernaut. Toronto, meanwhile, is going to, after just finishing up in Tampa Bay, they get to go to Minnesota. Then they get that Yankee series, and then they get 3 with the Orioles.
It's going to be a tough one. That's why at the time when you get a 3-game lead and you won 11 in a row, they should have kept that momentum going, and they just started losing to the Mets and losing to these other teams. Baltimore, you can't lose to those teams at this time. You gotta put some. They didn't put them over. They didn't put the wild card away.
Like the Dodgers losing to the Rockies. I mean, literally. So I'm looking at schedules, and I'm just going, all right, the Yankees got to go through the 3 best teams: the Red Sox, the Jays, and then they got to finish with Tampa. And Toronto, who's a half game back, gets 4 with Minnesota. They play today, so if they win, you're even, right? Assume they win today, you're even. Then they get Minnesota, the Yankees. Then the Yankee series obviously is going to swing it. But if you're within 1 game going into the final 3, they get Baltimore, you get Tampa.
Well, it's either put up or shut up. And don't you personally, wouldn't you love to see a Yankees-Dodgers World Series?
Yeah, I mean, I would. I'm gonna see. I'm the guy who is gonna like the World Series no matter what, though. Like, I mean, you can give me the Twins and the Brewers, and I'm still gonna go, okay, I'm gonna find something cool about it. But yeah, there's something special about that. I don't know that I need the Yankees, but you do. So I'm.
And I think Major League Baseball would love to see that.
Well, of course, every year they would. Yeah.
And the Rays is my little. I know I'm kind of.
Like
it sounds bad being a Yankee fan. I'm kind of supporting. I like to see the Rays win. I like to see the lower market teams with the low payroll come up and punch people in the mouth. So my dark horses, I wouldn't mind seeing the Rays winning the World Series. It'd be fun.
Who doesn't like the Rays? How do you not like that story? Even though you don't know 3 dudes on the team. I just gave you Kevin Kiermaier. You get 2 more. I mean, you don't know 3 guys on the team, but who doesn't like it? A few years ago,
Kansas City had a pretty low payroll when they went 2 times in a row
except
and
for
won one, didn't
except
they?
for totally.
High, right?
And then they disappeared. See, Tampa. The difference is Tampa does it every year. Yeah, that Kansas City team was cute and it was nice and it was good. And then have you heard from them since? Tampa's there almost every year doing it that way. That's the difference.
Yeah, they're always competitive and they're always a thorn. They've been on the thorn on our side. I mean, we can't beat those guys.
That's the difference.
I mean,
yep.
But hey, it's good hearing from the show this morning, and you guys have a great day.
All right, deuces. Tommy has truth. The Yankee fans got a reason to pucker. So, if you don't make the playoffs and you're the manager of the Yankees, you get fired.
I think they're the biggest at stake because all the trades and whatever happened.
So, I understand it's easier to make the playoffs now. Back in the day, it was 2 teams, then it was 3. Now it's 5. In each league. 5 out of 15? So a third of them make the playoffs. Like, can you not have a year as a franchise like that where you don't make the playoffs? Is that unacceptable to not make the playoffs? No, honestly.
Yes.
I mean, it feels that way with Yankee fan, right? Yes. It's unacceptable. It just, I mean.
As a Yankees fan, yes, I wish I could have that. I wish I could have that problem.
So you live this world, okay? New York sport fan thinks the world revolves around them, and in some respect, it does because so much of the sports media world revolves around New York and ESPN, and I work for ESPN. Okay, ESPN is based in between New York and Boston, and every Red Sox Yankee game is on the network. Like, I get it. And all those people there grew up there. When you weren't here then, where were you during the basketball playoffs? Were you in Albuquerque?
This year?
Yes. When the Knicks threw the party.
I was here.
When they ran out, Trae Young bowed and beat them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So all of a sudden, you had Stephen A. Smith and all the New York people. Oh my God, basketball's back finally, and like all of a sudden, for the last 2 decades, where the Knicks were horrible, basketball didn't exist. Like, we didn't watch Michael Jordan and LeBron James and Kobe Bryant. None of that happened because basketball was horrible and the Knicks were horrible. They stink, the freaking Knicks. Then they beat the Hawks one game, game 2,
I know,
round
and they
1,
thought it
and they're
was-
partying in the streets. And all the talking heads were telling me how great it was that New York was back. And honestly, and so this goes back to Tommy where he's telling me, doesn't everybody want the Yankees and the Dodgers? Probably not.
No. Nope.
But
No.
But there's such a vocal base. I was so glad the Knicks got knocked out in the first round. They won one game, partied in the streets, and then Trae Young said, "Thank you, good night now," and took a bow on the Madison Square Garden floor. But that's, you lived there. I was born there. They think the world revolves around them, and if New York sports aren't good, now look, I'll give you this: when New York teams are good, there is an intrigue to it. The Mets are interesting. The Yankees are obviously interesting. I'm going to tell you, the Jets and Giants are garbage, and the NFL has not stumbled.
No.
Have they?
No.
Have you felt the world
No.
off its axis because there's been bad football there?
No. I was there when the Giants won the 2 Super Bowls.
And it's cool.
No, I'm just saying, like, it was interesting.
But let me just tell you, if you were in Tampa when Tampa won, it would be cool. If you were in
anywhere.
whatever town
Anywhere.
you're in is going to be really, really cool. New York's different. Yes, New York's a different, special, unique spot, but it is not the Mecca. And their fans, and so many of them are big, influential media people. I mean, it was like the world had not existed for the last 2.5 decades because the Knicks were garbage as Patrick Ewing and John Starks.
Oh, my
And
God.
by the way, they never won a damn thing because Jordan cheated and they got the Rockets guy, what the hell was his, Lou Giuini or whatever the hell his name was, right?
And I'm like, would you forget
Go
about
away.
that team across the, in Brooklyn,
Yeah.
that Nets team?
Yeah.
This
By the
year,
way, which went out
this
early,
year.
which went out early too.
Yep. Well,
which
yeah.
went out. They also went out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been in I was born in New York City.
That's a fun fact.
I'm bi-coastal. But the New York arrogance that the sports world revolves around them, that the world revolves, like there's a whole world out there, man.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I lived there for 13 years, and there's so many sports teams, but I didn't feel like it was a sports town like versus other places. I know
100%.
Fight me, cancel me, but like that's with when I wanted to pursue sports media. That's why I wanted to move too. I was like, this isn't like a sports town like Chicago or like
Chicago, Boston are great sports
Yeah,
towns.
oh, great
Chicago,
sports
Boston are
towns.
great. To me, Chicago's the best sports
just
town.
more in the Midwest. I feel like are better sports towns.
I've just always thought Chicago was the best sports town in America.
It's so good.
Just as far as venues, fans, history, passion. And Boston's a close second to me.
Yeah, and I love New York. I just didn't. It's not a sports town. To me, it's not.
No,
so.
it's an everything town.
I was like, oh gosh.
Yeah. All right. 505.
No one cares.
Yeah. Nobody cares.
No one cares there, except
unless they win, then all of a sudden they're the greatest thing ever. Although the people who live and die by it care. Well, Vinny,
the
Vinny
people
in
in Queens, Steve in Queens.
Vinny in Queens calls the fan. He wants to talk to Mike the Mad Dog. Vinny, what do you got? Yo, they got to fire Boone. He's horrible. He stinks. I don't know what the hell he was doing last night. Why the hell did he take his pitch out in the second inning? He already threw 22 pitches, and 15 of them were curveballs, and they missed with 12 of them. And then one got a yoo-hoo. Yoo-hoo.
Craziest game I went to was Giants Jets on Christmas Eve. It's my first Christmas away from home in New Mexico, and it was wild.
Yeah. See?
Wild times.
Good time. All right.
Anyways.
505-246-0610. We'll get more into your NFL weekend. Justin Fields, I got thoughts on him making his first start. There's a lot of pressure there. Ryder Cup's ready to go as well. Hey, I ask you this regularly too. Who's watching your home when you're gone? And I hope it's the good guys, not the bad guys. You understand what's going on in the city, what's been happening with property crime. And Aaron Jones and his company, IPS, have been really helping out, providing security for homes and businesses. I've used them. I've trusted IPS for years. I go out of town. I let them know. They do exterior checks. I see them come by on all the security cameras. They come by a couple times a day. They've rolled the garbage cans to the curb and back on garbage day. My home gets a lived-in look, and they're looking out for it. If an alarm goes off, they respond within 5 to 7 minutes with armed, trained security officers, and now they will install alarm systems as well. And if your alarm goes off, they'll, of course, be there, whether it's theirs or somebody else's system. Call them at 505-897-2420. 505-897-2420 or go to ipsglobal.com. Again, they can still respond to any alarm system. But if you don't have one, IPS will set you up for unmatched security. Don't wait to be a victim. Sleep better at night knowing IPS is watching your business. Be confident during the day. They've got eyes on your home when you're not there. Call them at 505-897-2420 or visit ipsglobal.com.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
You trusted your home or business security to a company with an armed response. They sold out to a national corporate giant, and you're stuck on the brink of less security. I'm Aaron Jones, owner of International Protective Service. IPS isn't for sale. I'm invested here, and I care about your home and business as if it's my own. Let the highly trained armed guards or 24-hour patrols of IPS protect what's yours. With faster response times to catch criminals and less associated costs. Call 897-2420 or go to ipsglobal.com.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number 1 in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
When looking for the best experience while buying an all-new Kia, Fiesta Kia offers some of the most knowledgeable and friendly Kia specialists in New Mexico. They'll help you find the Kia that will meet all your expectations. Kias have some of the most affordable vehicles for you to choose from, offering extensive options and style for the price. And with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, Kia won't be beat. Come be a part of the Fiesta family today, 7400 Lomas Boulevard Northeast, or start driving now at fiestakia.com.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Car Crafters is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
Dream style roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna.
And 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Tommy hit me on the text. He says, great New York accent. Wow, nice. Wish you could say stuff like a New York on the air, right? I mean, you got to be careful when you start doing that, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You do a lot of good impressions, I got to say.
Very much not, though, but I don't know that, but you know, it's not a very good impression when you can't, like, say the words that they say, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I do like a dog. The greasy garbage
Same.
water, that sick sewer water that they cook it in right there on the curb there. You get a knish?
Yeah.
Oh, knish my ash. Like right there, right on the. You can get good food on the corner
Anywhere.
walking down the street.
Anywhere.
I mean, and I guess you can anywhere now, right? Food trucks are, I think, more trusted than they were 15 years ago. But in New York, a guy pushing a cart selling you a dog with kraut, like you're all over it.
Totally.
You don't know that guy. You know where he came from. You know where his dogs
Yeah.
came from. But you're like, yep, give me 2.
Yeah. They have everything in those trucks.
These things are beautiful.
Oh.
Knishes, dogs with kraut. You like the deli mustard? The yellow one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not a
Mustard, dirty dog with mustard and kraut.
dirty dogs. Dirty.
I don't
filth-
think I ever ate ketchup when I was in New York, like
Well-
on a hot dog.
So with the kraut, you got to go mustard, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like on a regular dog, I do ketchup and mustard with relish, like at a
Yeah.
ballpark.
Yeah.
But with kraut,
Oof.
a little deli mustard.
I gotta say, I like going to Mets games over Yankees games, the stadium wise
I
and
haven't been to the
food
new
wise.
stadium.
The food wise, stadium wise, everything. I prefer going to Mets games.
I've been to New Yankee Stadium. I've not been to Citi Field. I know a lot of games at Shea back in the day. Beer here.
Yep.
Schaefer beer guy. Schaefer. They sell Schaefer
And
beer.
I love the bars outside Yankee Stadium. They're wild.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, but we don't need them in the World Series. That's all.
That's our whole point.
That's kind of the point.
We don't know. We need no dogs.
505-246-0610, 888-922-0610. You can get in on the games this weekend. I got Lobos and UTEP that we got to go through. I got thoughts on Justin Fields. We get tonight Panthers. And what's the spread? Like how much is too much on Davis Mills' first start as an NFL quarterback? How much is too much for you tonight? If in fact, you're into that sort of a thing. The spread is, it can't be right. Spread is 8. That's a big number. 8. A road dog 8. I mean, common wisdom would tell you if you're getting a home dog at 8, you take the home dog, don't you? But you don't know a thing about Davis Mills, and you couldn't pick him out of a lineup of 2. And that's the starting quarterback for Houston. Now, week 1, Houston played a really bad Urban Meyer team. And they pumped them. Mark Ingram ran the ball. Tyrod played, but Tyrod's not playing today. Brandon Cooks played well. Is 8 enough? If I was going to play the game, I'm not sure I will. But if I'd have to go Carolina. Even on a Thursday night, you know how I feel about road teams on Thursdays. I don't like road teams on Thursdays. I almost would never take a road team on a Thursday, on a short week, let alone a road team laying 8. But
Missing the text lines.
hello, Dan. How are you?
Hi, Jeff. What's happening?
Oh, you okay? What happened
That's
to your
what I
voice?
said. I said, Dan, what's going
You
on?
all right?
Hey, did I hear you say you were bi? You're
Yeah.
bi?
Yeah, bi-coastal.
what?
I'm bi-coastal. Yeah, I am. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, bi-coastal.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, man. What's cutting out a little bit? I said, I've known Jeff for a while. I never knew he was bi.
You keep learning a lot of things about people the more you know about them. See? Sounds like a Gronk and Tom Brady T-Mobile commercial.
Oh, that's right. Hey, you got them boys this weekend, right?
Yeah, it's a big one. I got to watch it from the golf course.
Baby, here
Can I
we
get it on
go.
my phone?
Well, I got Anne Marie's kids this weekend. We're going to have a play date.
Ooh.
The Seahawks and the Vikings are going to have a play date this weekend.
Vikings have to win.
Yeah, we have to win, and you guys have had our number for a while, and you haven't played in our house in a long time.
Yeah, well, any given Sunday, I've been following this game for so long. You never know what's going to happen. You saw what happened to us last Sunday.
All right,
So
Dan.
I just roll with the flow.
I'm sorry,
But
Dan.
I
Did you
gotta
see what happened to me last Sunday? I think mine was worse.
Hey, Marie, you're a true breath of fresh air.
Oh, thank you.
On the morning team, and I just love you guys. I love your laugh. You got a great laugh over the air.
Oh, thanks.
And I think you really enhanced the show. But Jeff's my fave. What can I say?
It's okay.
But
I hope
hey,
so.
Now that you know I'm bi-coastal.
Now that I know that you're bi-coastal, I'm a little more sensitive, Jeff.
See you, Daniel.
Okay, well, go Hawks.
Later. See, his team lost on a last-second field goal. So did yours.
I know. I was like, did you see mine?
Yours lost on what would have been a last. You just missed yours. Yeah. Yep. Hello, Rudolph. Wait, let me do that again.
Is this Talk Like a New Yorker day?
Yeah. Get in here. What do you got?
Yeah, I like a dog, and I like some of that deli mustard on it.
Yeah, the deli mustard's the bomb. I'm not gonna lie. None of that French's crap on a cart where they're selling knishes. You ever put the mustard on the knish too? Oh, it's so
You put it everywhere. I mean, you know,
put it everywhere.
I have friends that live in New York that I went to law school with, so we go out and visit. And
yeah, good living.
There's this little Italian restaurant right down the street.
Not a bad one there, I don't think. There's not a bad Italian restaurant in New York, I don't think.
No. This place has been there for 100 years too, and it's just unbelievable good food. Anyway, that's not why I called. I called because if you want to be a typical New Mexican and not pay for anything,
yeah, you got a
and think
chance
everything's
tonight.
free.
Yeah, and this might even be free enough for you.
This tonight is your night. Okay, tonight is your night. All you have to do is show up for Thursday night football at the Rebel Entertainment Center, walk in a draft day, sit down. It would be nice if you wear some Lobo stuff, but you don't even have to do that. You can watch Thursday night football, drink beer, and get free tickets to UNM versus Air Force.
Yeah, that's good living. And the show's, of course, on News Radio. You go over to Rebel. Danny will be there. It's a beautiful setup. You listen to the show, and that's what I understand. They're giving out free tickets to the Air Force game.
Yeah, anybody that shows up tonight that wants free tickets. I mean, now if you can't get up for this, then you're not interested at all.
Free is cheap, and this should even be free enough.
Free is cheap, and everybody gets 2 tickets. Okay, so you don't have to worry about I got to buy a ticket. If you and your buddy want to show up, that's 4 tickets. See how that works?
I asked Jeff for tickets. I'm not gonna lie. I used to have tickets.
This where it goes. Hey, but I got 8 kids. Can I get 9? Can I get 9 tickets? That's where it's not free enough.
Yeah, we always just do that. Hey, can I borrow $60? My mom's in the hospital and I got to buy her drugs.
What?
That was a joke that we used to make in high school when we didn't have money.
All right.
Oh boy.
All right.
So anyway, tonight, 7:00. That was the reason I was calling today.
Right.
To let everybody know if you want to go see Lobo football for free. And this is, by the way, the conference opener, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a conference opener next week against Good Air Force team. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
So see you out there tonight at draft day, and go Lobos.
Deuces.
Thanks for the time.
Later. All right.
It's also a Bills bar for Bills Mafia.
On what day? On Sundays?
Yeah, whenever the Bills play.
Yeah, all right. But they're not playing tonight. So.
Nope.
I was going to tell you something. I don't remember what I was going to tell you. What I think should be on New Mexico license plates, like
oh boy,
what New York, like Liberty State or whatever. What is it? Statue of Liberty or Minnesota, Land of Lakes.
Yes,
right?
our Land of Enchantment.
And here it says Land of Enchantment. I think it should say New Mexico, where nothing's ever free enough. Am I lying?
No,
Nothing's ever free enough. All right, back to the phones. I got to take a break. 505-246-0610. Keep them coming. If you got an accent, throw it. Whatever. You can be doing a Minnesota accent for whatever.
Oh, yeah. Don't you know?
Is that, yeah? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I know. Don't you know? Here's what I know. Go over to All In Autographs. Take a look at their website, allinautograph.com. What is All In Autographs? It is the Southwest premier sports memorabilia and collectible destination. So what does that mean? It's a museum. So you go in and you look at the walls. There's something from Pele, signed jersey. Lakers great with Jerry West, Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson, Elgin Baylor, all in one frame piece, all signed. Doomsday Defense signed. There's music, entertainment memorabilia. The place is a museum, and you can take some of it home. All In Autographs is as good of a sports memorabilia store as I've seen anywhere, period, not just in Albuquerque, New Mexico. It is that good. Talk to them about their VIP club. You will get a newsletter. You'll get invited to whiskey tasting and cigar nights with the celebrities they bring in. Last month, Rick Barry was here. Steve Garvey was here. Lincoln Kennedy was here. They bring in all kinds of people to come through, people you want to meet. And you'll find a gift for you and that person who buys everything for themselves. Tell them you heard it from me here on the radio, or even just on the radio. Yeah, that guy. You don't have to remember who I was. Just say, hey, I heard on the Sports Animal. $25 off of your purchase of $100 or more. Look at their website. Learn about what they're all about. It's allinautograpphs.com. You can call them 505-504-7575 and then go pay them a visit. They're at 2225 Wyoming Northeast, just south of Manal. It's on that east side of the Hoffmantown Center. Go in, take a look. You're going to be amazed at what you see. I spent 2 hours in there the first time. And then figure out what it is you want. All in Autographs, 2225 Wyoming Northeast. They are the Southwest premier sports memorabilia and collectible destination.
You trusted your home or business security to a company with an armed response. They sold out to a national corporate giant, and you're stuck on the brink of less security. I'm Aaron Jones, owner of International Protective Service. IPS isn't for sale. I'm invested here, and I care about your home and business as if it's my own. Let the highly trained armed guards or 24-hour patrols of IPS protect what's yours. With faster response times to catch criminals and less associated costs. Call 897-2420 or go to ipsglobal.com.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
When looking for the best experience while buying an all-new Kia, Fiesta Kia offers some of the most knowledgeable and friendly Kia specialists in New Mexico. They'll help you find the Kia that will meet all your expectations. Kias have some of the most affordable vehicles for you to choose from, offering extensive options and style for the price. And with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, Kia won't be beat. Come be a part of the Fiesta family today, 7400 Lomas Boulevard Northeast, or start driving now at fiestakia.com.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Car Crafters is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
Dream style roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. There at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
A burglary takes place in the United States approximately every 15 seconds. International Protective Service is your answer for commercial and residential security in all of Albuquerque. IPS will work with your monitoring company for fast, reliable response times. You can rest easy knowing you, your family, or your company is watched over by International Protective Service. Call International Protective Service today.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green. And keep the community green as well. Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment. You trash it, we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico.
610, the sports animal.
I mean, I'm looking everywhere. I can't find a quarterback listed, and there's got to be one.
Didn't that happen to Denver? Was it last year of the
Well,
pandemic?
Denver got COVIDed.
And then remember the
played
practice?
a receiver.
Yeah, from the practice squad.
Yeah, it was a quarterback at Wake Forest, and
Yeah.
505-246-0610. Back to it. Vince, thanks for holding. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Hey, good morning, folks. How are you guys doing?
Excellent. Thanks. What's happening?
Always a great day when the Rockies thumped the Dodgers the night before.
Oh, boy.
Should have had them on Tuesday, too, but at this time of the year, all we can do is play spoiler. But
take one.
We'll save that for another time.
Yeah.
Really looking forward to the UTEP-UNN game. I root for UNN just about every single week, but when they're playing my alma mater, I definitely got to root for the Miners. Heading down to El Paso tomorrow. I think this is going to be a really good, evenly matched game. It's a good gauge for both teams because I don't think either team is going to be the cellar dweller in their respective conferences this year. And I think the point spread is basically just the home field advantage.
It's a
I
point
think
and a
it's going to
half.
be a really good, evenly matched game. I like UNM's new quarterback. You know, Rocky Long defense, you always have to have your head on a swivel for that. UTEP's strength on defense is their front seven, and they've got a kid from Hobbs, Gavin Hardison's their quarterback.
Who's
He's
been
got a
playing
cannon for an arm, but not real accurate. But the real spotlight here is going to be the running back duel. Aaron Dumas from UNM
America's high
was
school.
a great player in El Paso a couple of years ago, and Deion Hankins is the running back for the feature back for UTEP. And he was a great running back. And so I know Aaron's going to love to be back with his friends and family watching him in the Sun Bowl and stuff. So I think it's going to be really good. Welcome. Come on down, Lobo fans. We'll have a good time. It's a great tailgating event. And just really looking forward to it. So
Yeah, they do
up
it nice
and,
down there, Vince, don't they? I mean, it's a good time. I've never not had a good time down at the Sun Bowl. And I know the crowds have dwindled over the years, but for a game like this, they're off to a 2-1 start. They've had 15 days off. I know there's a little optimism down there. They're looking at this just like Lobo fans are looking at it. Here's an opportunity to go 3-1 and go into leagues. It should be a pretty good time down there.
Yeah, and hearing you over the years, it's just if you really want to make a difference, get your butt in the stands. And I think the tide is starting to turn here, which is great. We've got the right coach. We've got the right program. We're working in the right direction. And I think the same thing hopefully happens at UTEP, too. The last game I was there in 2018 they were playing UAB at home, and the announced attendance was 10,000. There wasn't 5,000 people in the stands. And when you're in a 57,000-seat Sun Bowl, that's very apparent. So hopefully good turnout, good regional rivalry. Love to see these games. So come on down, Lobo fans. Love to have you. It's a great tailgating environment, and just looking forward to it. So picks up, and we'll see who wins.
Right on, Vince. Safe travel. I know we'll talk to you
Take
next
care, buddy.
week. See you.
See you, Jeff.
It's a good time down there. Sun Bowl's such a cool – have you been to the Sun Bowl?
No.
So the way, just the facility itself, the way it's built into the side of that mountain, it's really, really, really cool. It's a fun stadium, and this rivalry, and we'll hear Dana Dimmel here in a little bit talk about what the rivalry means to UTEP. And I got this email, and it's kind of paraphrasing what we're just saying. Dan says on El Paso radio this morning, Jeffrey, no, Juan, Jose, y Ana Maria, Armando is calling their sports talk show, saying their conference is so tough, and if the Chihuahuas are going to make a bowl game, they better beat this cheap team on Saturday. Chihuahuas being the Miners. But they're saying the same thing down there.
Of course.
It's the exact same. They both beat New Mexico State. They both beat an FCS. They both got pounded, right? And so it's relatively new coaches coming off of a bunch of really down years, and there's a little optimism. And they've got a quarterback from Hobbs, New Mexico, and Hardison, who, to Vince's point, has a really good arm. I don't know how good they are defensively. They look good against New Mexico State at times, but New Mexico State jailbreaked them that one time. There was a penalty, a bad penalty. That was that ineligible man down the field penalty on Sage Dockstader, which was just a horrible call. I look at this the way Vince does. This is an even game that can go either way, and the winner is looking at 3-1 and staring. Now they're saying, "Hey, why can't we make a bowl game? Why can't we go into our conference and make some noise?" It's a pivotal game on both of them. I'm excited about this.
Me too.
Vince is going down. I know a bunch of people are going down there. 505-246-0610. That is the Quan's Auto Care hotline and your sports animal text line. I invite you to utilize that and communicate with A. Marie and Simply Me. Bottom of the hour, Jerry Palm. You might call him JP today. I love the smell of J. Palm in the morning.
J. Palm.
Good morning, Jerry Palm. We'll go there and talk college football with him. It's the opening drive, Jeff. A. Marie, 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Animal.
Jim. Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Lobo Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a #1. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From the laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA
Sports show in New Mexico for 5 years running. This is the opening drive with two-time New Mexico Sportscaster of the Year, Jeff Symbieta, and JJ Buck.
I'm going to have to start checking my junk mail. I found a bunch of emails from y'all in there. I was just about ready to just hit clean it out, and I'm like, whoa. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta, no JJ Buck, A. Marie today. Thank you to the texter. PJ Walker, the XFL quarterback, will be Houston's backup to Davis
I like
Mills
him,
tonight.
by the way.
Well, there you go. Now you got something to look at.
I went to one XFL game.
Did you? How was
Well,
that?
it lasted. It was actually a lot of fun.
All right.
Of course, in New York.
Yeah, where else?
Guardians.
The Guardians. That's actually a cool name. PJ Walker will be your backup if you care tonight for the Houston football Texans. They're 8-point dogs at home against Carolina tonight. If you're going to give me an 8-point home dog on a Thursday, like I will take that 99% of the time. Honestly, I almost always take the home team on Thursday nights, especially when there's significant travel. I think Carolina to Houston's fairly significant. Short week travel, and I'm laying 8. But I would go Carolina this one.
Yeah.
This is the outlier to me. Now maybe I'm wrong. What is the rest? And I like Houston's coaching staff. I like the way they played with heart. Do they run the ball on this team? I mean, they did against Jacksonville. This isn't Jacksonville. A whole other story.
It's a tough defense.
Yeah, I think it's a different story. All right, I want to get into Lobos and UTEP a little bit. So what does a rivalry mean from their side?
Oh, boy.
UTEP to me has always been this really interesting opponent for UNM, whether it's basketball or football. The old school people, there's a rivalry there. It goes back to the old WAC days, right? It goes back to Don Haskins, the Bear coming up to the pit and bringing those great UTEP teams and all the wonderful battles that you had in basketball. I don't know. I don't remember a great battle in football between the Lobos and Miners, but maybe you all do. The proximity makes it what it should be a rivalry. But they went to Conference USA when the Mountain West peeled off. They left UTEP behind. UTEP's made it very clear over the years they'd like to be in the Mountain West. I've asked a lot. What does UTEP bring? Do you care about UTEP? Do people does it mean anything to you? And to some of you it does, and to some of you it doesn't. You're very similar football programs. Whether you want to deal with that or not, you're very similar football programs. Dana Dimmel is the head coach down at UTEP, and he was asked this week, what does this game mean? Is there a rivalry? What does UTEP and New Mexico mean from a UTEP angle?
I think it's a big game for everybody because of proximity of New Mexico and El Paso. And I also think anytime we play a Mountain West team that's an old traditional Mountain West team, like New Mexico is, that goes back in the Mountain West and back to...
All right. Well, you kind of get it, I think. He think it's kind of what you think. It's an old rivalry. It meant a lot back in the day. But does it mean a lot now? Does it resonate to you? Because I think this is a big game. This is, to me, the most pivotal game till now on the schedule. And I looked at the schedule. I thought this was going to be one of the biggest pivotal games, period. But we're going to get down to, Utah State at the end of the year, and obviously there could be a lot on the line there. You're going to look at the UNLV game, a Wyoming game, an Air Force game, and they're all going to be bigger because they're going to be conference games, and especially if you win this game, well, then that's really pivotal. But to get to that point, this is a big one. I always say in football, Emery, every week, this is a big game. Well, what's not a big game in football?
Yeah,
like you play so few, what's not a big game? No, honestly.
Yeah, all of them.
They're all big games, right?
All of them.
And are some bigger than others? The rivalry games, you play New Mexico State, it's bigger than others. I get that. But this one feels like there's I feel like a lot of you are going to swing on this game. Does that make sense? And I hope I'm wrong. I hope you're on board at least through the Air Force game, and you're going to be there next week and get this thing started in conference, because I think they're on the right path. But this particular game, where's your feel? You felt, I think, decent coming off of the first two games. I think you felt good. Then the A&M game. And I would hope that you wouldn't lose your mind because you got run out of the building by the fifth-ranked team in the country. Okay? But where are you? Where are you? I think this is a shot at me. I'm not sure what this says. It says, that's not true. I'm mixed up. Sorry, I wish I was a sports god like Jeff. What does that mean? $, Jeff Driscoll. All right. Not even sure what that means. I'll read them, though. Most of them, if you send them. Most of them I will send. I gotta go back through the week, too, on your stuff, on your emails that kind of got lost in the junk folder. Send them in, and I'll get them. All right, 505-246-0610. So, Lobo fan, what do you think? Where are you with this game? What does this one mean to you? Is it just another one? Is UTEP? Because I think you should play UTEP on a regular basis. Edward, good day, sir.
Good day. I might traverse down to the 575 and then across I think it's 27 miles from Las Cruces to El Paso. Maybe stay at Hotel Indigo. Downtown El Paso is amazing, by the way.
They've done a nice job. They've done a really nice job.
That stadium, the Chihuahuas, it looks like a miniature San Francisco stadium, the Giants, which, by the way, I think the Dodgers lost last night, if I'm not mistaken.
They did lose last night.
I'm just kidding. Yeah. Hey, I read a stat. Oh, I also might traverse to Lowe's today because the Christmas decorations are going up, and I got to get my second tree up. So it's general information for the masses. If you go to that game, it's a good environment down there in El Paso, and go root on the Lobos. And you're right. You just nailed it. It's a make or take game for either team because they're very similar profile wise. So way to lay that one out. I read a stat that 15 NFL teams started new quarterbacks this year. 15 out of 32, Jeff. That's using my progressive math theorems. That's almost half the league. 15 out of 32.
Almost.
You think about when they sign these quarterbacks to contracts and the turnover rate, the success rate or failure rate, and I don't know what the scientific methodology is. I'm not sure there is one. I do know that when your quarterback makes more than, I think it's 12% of the overall cap, a team hasn't won the Super Bowl in well over a decade when that occurs. And you've suggested this theory about maybe Tampa being the resting spot for quarterbacks, when at the tail end of their career. I think there's some validity to that. Maybe not even Tampa, but other should think, why bring I don't know.
It's going to be harder for Minnesota and Green Bay to do that. I'm just going to tell you, in Detroit.
Yeah. And the way they judge quarterbacks, I read a stat, and I read a lot of stats, by the way.
I know.
Because I extrapolate and interpolate data. You have to. You can't make emotional-based decisions. If I did that, I'd throw a Tony Romo jersey on and talk about fourth-quarter quarterback rating my whole life. The QBR rating, I just read, and this will be near and dear to A-list heart, Kirk Cousins has 16 consecutive games with a quarterback rating over 100, which is second in the history of the league.
He's a Hall of Famer.
Only if they would win games, but
damn kicker.
Well, no, you're right. And so if you look at the data in front of you and say, well, that's pretty good, but if the eye test tells you, and he's not bad, but it's about winning. So when people use QBR and all these other metrics, then I just don't know, the validity of it. Hey, last point. I might actually integrate a new this week, ballin' or fallin' for NFL teams. Are you ballin' or are you fallin'? So I think tonight we'll say a lot about the Carolina Panthers. And you're right, Jeff. Home dogs over a touchdown on a short week. I completely agree with you, but I think Carolina's going to cover.
I think this is the outlier too. Yeah, I think this is.
That's not an official 5-star pick though, because I'm letting a little bit of data kind of accumulate, and then I'll probably unleash them maybe next week.
All right,
So,
later.
Hey, have a great day, guys.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Later. Stats are good, and stats give you some perspective, or at least, but it's not the only perspective. Like
No.
stats
For
they
like
tell you don't lie.
fantasy.
Well, they tell you that stats don't lie, and that's true. Numbers are real, but there needs to be a perspective to them too. Guy throws for 400 and loses because he was down by 42-7 in the third quarter, and so he threw all day.
Yeah.
Against the prevent defense. It's good numbers. What does it tell you?
Right.
So put them into perspective and see what they are. All right, Jerry's going to be with us at the bottom of the hour. We'll talk college football with Jerry Palm from CBSSports.com. It's open for you till then at 505-246-0610. That is both the text line. I'm not sure. I obviously, that's a shot. It said, that's not true. I'm mixed up. Sorry, I wish I was a sports god like Jeff.
Jeez.
No. I'm not even sure what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
I'm not smart enough.
Sports
No,
god.
hardly. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Take the short.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loan. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
Dropped in ace for Michaela Martinez.
No score here in the top of the third. Swing on the outside.
Old for El Dorado right before we came back with that big play. He's going to the corner. He's wide open. It's a touchdown to Omar El Shanawi.
Flatman, a sophomore out of Abbottsville County. That one's hit well, and Ziegler.
Rivera back to pass. Throws, got a receiver open, caught.
Wow.
Touchdown. What a throw from Rivera to Ben Wilson. That's a 32-yard or 29-yard strike. Academy on the board.
Peyton Prop, and hit hard by Ziegler over the center fielder's head. Can't get to it. That will score Delosier. They send her home. There's the throw. She's in there safe.
Shot through. Bynum with the game-leading goal. Lamar Bynum.
21 targets to go for it. Rivera back to pass, 7-step drop. Looking in the end zone, going to Garris. Caught down at the 6-yard line. First down. Wow.
Man.
What a catch by Kellen Garris.
around Bynum. Here's Kumar. Can Kumar even this up? He does! What a dribble shot.
Kept this play by Martinez. Blocked up front by Kalajic.
I did find a website that's got somebody else listed. Jeff Driscoll is your backup quarterback.
Oh,
According
wow.
to that, instead of P.J. Walker. I mean, I don't know if that makes you feel worse or better, or obviously, oh, wow. It's a wow. Jeff Driscoll. Oh, wow. That's not the reaction I expected. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta and A. Marie, 505-246-0610. His birthday was 2 days ago. Hello, Jesserson. How are you?
Blessed and honored to be talking to our sports lord, El Jefe Symbieta.
Whoa. Happy birthday to you, by the way.
Appreciate that, brother. So, very important subject I'm calling about this morning.
Yeah.
My personal top 3 OD in the AM impressions. Coming in at number 3, I've got to go with Hoser's Uncle Jerry.
That's good. That's a good one.
Number 2, our boy Joey Skidmarks Gonzalez would do the gymnastics coach. What was his name?
Bella Caroli.
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot about that back in the day. Yeah.
That was sneaky good. And we only got it once every 4 years, and I think it was only twice, so rare occurrence.
It was good.
And then, of course, number 1, it's so good and so bad that it's so good. It's got to be your, they put their pants on one leg. And I could hear it all day long. Number 1 all time.
All right, that's a good list.
And you can use it for any situation, any sports. I mean, it could just even be about homework. I use that all the time, and I think my son just thinks I'm stupid because he has no idea what I'm doing.
Did you the whole voice and spit and everything with it?
Yeah, he's confused. He still doesn't understand it, but maybe 20 years from now he'll watch some video on ESPN and he'll go,
"Oh, that's that
"Everything makes
dude."
sense."
Yeah, that's that guy you were trying to do all those years.
Yeah, there you go. So thank you for the show and have a great day.
See you, Jess.
That's funny.
So Joe did do. I forget what he used to do. Bella Caroli.
Okay.
Like the Eastern European, Bulgarian, or wherever they're from. They now Bella Caroli's got a whole nother perception to it, right? When you say that, but back 10 years ago, Joe used to do a good Bella Caroli. That was good. Hello, John. How are you?
Good morning, Jeff. How are you doing?
Excellent, John. How are you?
Let's talk Broncos.
Go.
What's going on with them? They're doing great so far.
Yeah, is it blowing
on the
your
road, no less.
Yeah,
Jeff's starting Teddy.
He's like,
right, Jeff?
I picked him up. I'm deciding.
Okay.
Is it Teddy or Tannehill?
They went with Teddy, and they start off with 2 road wins. But the real test is going to be when they start at home. I am just so excited to see them play at home, and hopefully they can win. Well, they're going against the lowly
They get
Jets
the Jets, yeah.
at home, but we'll see what happens. But they're going to be in a tough division with the Chiefs, the Raiders, and the Chargers. But we'll see what happens after what happened last week.
Well, you're off to a hell of a start, John. I mean, look, you haven't played the toughest schedule, but you play what's in front of you. It will get tough. And I'll take a 3-0 start.
The Chargers and the
Chiefs and the Raiders.
and the Chiefs, even though Patrick lost.
Yeah, well, they lost by a point on the road to a good team. Yes, they weren't going to win every game, so I'm still not giving up on them. 10.5-point home favorite are the Broncos. I will.
What do you think?
I mean, that's a big number, but I don't think it's enough. I'll lay the points. I'd take the Broncos.
I'll lay the points too.
Yeah, Cortland Sutton may not be healthy.
Zach Wilson might not be healthy either.
Yeah, what's next for them?
Who's behind Zach Wilson?
I'll get you that.
Thank you, guys.
All right, see you, John. Yeah, I mean, we're like
he's supposed to practice. He was supposed to practice yesterday. But I saw that his groin was hurt.
Well, okay, so I got an email yesterday about how, by the way, Mike White is the backup quarterback for the New York Jets.
All right, Mike
Western Kentucky.
Davis Mills, Mike White.
He is a fifth-round pick in the 2018 draft out of Western Kentucky.
Let's go.
He's a hilltopper, Mike White. I got this thing yesterday, the 17-game season, and all these quarterbacks are going down. What does one have to do with the other?
Nothing.
It's week 2. They all went down. They didn't go down in week 17. I was losing the correlation on that. More guys are going to get hurt because they're going to play more games. Guys get hurt every week. And you start looking at the injury report, and it's like Antonio Gibson's hurt and DeAndre Swift's hurt. And you're like, I didn't even know that they were dinged, right?
Yeah.
And you start going through, this guy missed Tuesday's practice, and he's missing Wednesday's practice. And Derek Carr's been cleared. I guess he went back to work yesterday.
Picked him up.
But to me, it had nothing to do with a long season. They're playing an incredibly violent contact, crash into each other, collision sport.
Yes.
They get hurt. I mean, nobody's ever played that game and not got hurt. So that was nothing to me. If you're going to ask me, there's big numbers. I would take the Broncos and lay the points, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, what makes you think the Jets are going to score points, especially against a good defense on the road when they've been not good at all? Well, Zach Wilson's going to be great. I don't know. Maybe he will. Maybe he won't. But I don't think he's going to get it done overnight by going to Denver.
No, not against that defense.
There's big spreads this week. Washington's getting a 7.5 at the Bills. Like that feels like too many to me. I kind of get the Bears getting 7 at Cleveland because they're starting a rookie quarterback. The Lions are getting 8. That's a big number. 6.5. The Chargers, the Chiefs. I mean, the Chargers always play. They lose close games every week, right? When you take the 6.5 on the Chargers.
Yeah.
That feels like a big number. Like I was just looking down. Jaguars 7.5. The Jaguars are bad, but they're at home against the Cardinals.
Ew.
It feels like the Cardinals might be due for a little bit of a letdown, but just not against that team, right?
They should have been let down last Sunday.
No, they should have been, but you can't kick the dang ball. You want me to find a kicker? Everybody else can.
I know. I don't know what it is. Or we curse him like Dan Bailey was good in Dallas, and then he came here.
Yeah,
he came to the Vikes.
Yeah, now he's not.
Now he's not.
Rams
do something.
1.5 point dogs at home against Tampa.
Oh, that's gonna be such a good game.
I'm kind of bummed I'm playing golf. And you know what? Okay, so that'll be the national game on Fox, though, right? Because the Cowboys are playing late, so I should be able to be able to find it on my phone and watch it in the golf cart.
Yes.
Like somewhere I should be able to. That should be easy, right?
Yes.
All right. So I'm down with that. I'm looking. There's big spreads. Do you see something that jumps off the page? The Seahawks Vikings is really good. Your team has got to win.
I think it's time. This matchup has been unreal the last 10 years, and we need to beat them. So it's time.
It's big.
Big game.
Vikings probably the most desperate team this week.
Yes. Well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Give me someone who's got higher expectations at 0-2.
Well, I thought the Colts were going to be better than. All
right, I'll give you the Colts.
Give me the Colts. Give me the Colts.
Yeah, I'll give you the Colts too, and I don't think they're going to win. They're 5-point dogs at Tennessee, and Carson Wentz is hurt.
He might play.
He's got 2 bad ankles.
Yeah.
I mean, good for him. He might play, and so what if he does?
Yeah.
Get ready for some Jacob Eason.
Jacob Eason time.
Yeah.
I do think this is the biggest game for the Vikings right now because we can't go, and then we play the Browns.
Yeah,
this isn't easy.
The team with the most to lose this weekend is the Vikings.
Agreed.
Because I mean, if you're 0-2, you can take a 1-1 team and tell me, well, it's really important for them. It's everything's a big game.
Can't go 0-3.
Every game's a big game. Okay, but I can't find a team with higher expectations. Maybe the Colts. I'll give you the Colts.
Also, if Zimmer wants a job, he better win.
Yeah, who started out 0-2 though? There isn't one.
Nope.
There isn't one.
Nope.
Raiders are going to pump the Dolphins, aren't they? They're only 4-point favorites. Help me understand why that number's not bigger.
Yeah, I don't understand either, especially Tua's out.
So it's Jacoby Brissett.
Oh, I like Brissett, but I'm not saying that.
Like him all you
it doesn't
want.
matter. The Raiders are rocking.
Yeah.
I'll be at Bourbon and Boots.
Go see A. Marie. She'll be at Bourbon and Boots.
It's fun. Good Bloody Marys.
1 to 3?
Yeah.
1 to 3. Bourbon and Boots, your Raiders den. Good food, good drinks, good people, good times.
Yeah, great time.
Good spot.
Those Raider fans are hilarious.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
They're like cheering like positively for like negative plays.
Until the Bronco fan walked in with his big old, wearing that big orange dress that he was wearing.
They're playing the Steelers and they're like, screw the Broncos.
Yeah, that dude walked, boo. Yeah, that's a good time. Yeah, walk in with your Rams jersey on or something. Or even better yet, Broncos or Chiefs or Chargers. Anybody have a Chargers jersey?
I don't know.
Are there any Charger fans? Like anywhere?
There's a comedian here who's a big Chargers fan. His name's Buck D. He's really funny.
Yeah?
Big Chargers fan.
Well, he's got to be funny because he's got to have a hell of a sense of humor if he's a Charger fan. I mean, I'm just saying. I was talking to my brother yesterday in L.A., and we were talking about stuff, and the Chargers, nobody cares. Like, nobody cares. They're like the Clippers. At least the Clippers are getting their own crib. Like, the Lakers finally get out. Go.
Get out.
Get out. But nobody cares. All right, Jerry Palm, next.
Woo!
Talk college football. It was a crazy week last week. Saturdays are nuts. There's always a score that you look at and just go, wait, what? And there was again. So we'll do that next. If you've been slow to refinance your mortgage. This is your wake-up call because interest rates that we're seeing right now are not going to be around forever, so you can't afford to miss out. Do yourself a favor and call American Financing. Get a free mortgage review and see what you're eligible for. There's no pressure. There's no obligation. There's no upfront or hidden fees. It is a simple conversation around custom loan programs that might fit you better. Rates are incredibly low right now. Chances are you will benefit, even if you refinance like last year or the year before. You might still be eligible, and it could mean up to $1,000 in monthly savings. $1,000 in monthly savings, plus tens of thousands in long-term savings. You might even get to postpone 2 mortgage payments. But you got to call American Financing, and you got to do it now. 505-247-9999. 505-247-9999, or visit them online. AmericanFinancing.net, NMLS 182334, NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Lobo Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
You trusted your home or business security to a company with an armed response. They sold out to a national corporate giant, and you're stuck on the brink of less security. I'm Aaron Jones, owner of International Protective Service. IPS isn't for sale. I'm invested here, and I care about your home and business as if it's my own. Let the highly trained armed guards or 24-hour patrols of IPS protect what's yours. with faster response times to catch criminals and less associated costs. Call 897-2420 or go to ipsglobal.com.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
When looking for the best experience while buying an all-new Kia, Fiesta Kia offers some of the most knowledgeable and friendly Kia specialists in New Mexico. They'll help you find the Kia that will meet all your expectations. Kias have some of the most affordable vehicles for you to choose from, offering extensive options and style for the price. And with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, Kia won't be beat. Come be a part of the Fiesta family today, 7400 Lomas Boulevard Northeast, or start driving now at fiestakia.com.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on.
Home for Rome. The Jim Rome Show is up next at 10, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
All right, you can head down south and catch two football games within about 40 miles of each other on Saturday. Aggies will play at 6 o'clock, homecoming in Las Cruces against Hawaii. 6 o'clock, and then I think an hour and a half later, Lobos and UTEP Miners in what should be a pretty good game. 1.5 spread. Miners are favored over New Mexico. Lobos coming off the loss 34-0 at Texas A&M last week. And, of course, that Lobo game will be over on News Radio KKOB. Opening drive, Jeff Symbieta and A. Marie. Back to your phone calls in a little bit. We talk college football with our buddy from CBSSports.com, Jerry Palm, who joins us now. Good day, sir. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
Well, I've been waiting to talk to you ever since I saw the damn story about the drum and them not letting your Purdue drum into Notre Dame Stadium, the biggest drum in the world. And I'm thinking, all right, I can't wait to talk to you about this. This is what's on everybody's mind. I thought for sure that'd be motivation to get Purdue over the hump against Notre Dame.
Well, I don't know that honestly, if our football team needs the drum being left out of the game as motivation, they've got problems. Right?
Okay.
Playing Notre Dame is motivation enough. So, we used to play them every year up until 2014. I think we played them every year, home and home. And the last time we were there, they had not yet renovated their stadium, so everybody used the large tunnel at the north end to get in and out. When they renovated the stadium, they created something you can barely walk through. For the visiting football team, the visiting band to use to get in to the stadium, and the drum wouldn't fit even off its cart, so they have to use the big tunnel to bring the drum in. 30 seconds, 4 guys in masks, pushing a drum, and no,
so petty.
But that's not all. No, that wasn't enough. Our mascot, the Boilermaker Special, which is a train, was driving around campus blowing his horn in the morning, and then Notre Dame kicked the train off of campus. So they kicked out our drum. They kept out our drum. They kicked our train off the campus, and that's just that's Notre Dame.
And then
if Notre Dame football and I mean specifically football, if Notre Dame football has an opportunity to be belligerent, uncooperative, unfriendly, they will take advantage of it
And then
every single time.
And then they beat you on top of all that.
Well, yeah, but they're better. They should beat us.
Yeah,
you know, it was a good game for a while. They got a late touchdown, and the bigger concern is that they injured David Bell very late in the game. He's in concussion protocol. That's our NFL receiver. So hopefully he gets back this week to play against Illinois, but we don't know yet.
Adrian found a picture of you that's put up on our simulcast of you in a Purdue. Is that like almost looks like a hockey jersey? He found some Purdue jersey with you. That's up on our video.
Who? Oh,
Adrian,
I don't know. I don't know what it is because I haven't. Obviously, I can't see it.
Yeah, no, it's you within a Purdue jersey. It was a good find by him. All right, let's go look at what happened, because I think every week there's a score that makes you go, huh. It might have been after you all were in bed east of the Mississippi, but Fresno State beating UCLA opened a whole lot of eyes and really kind of shook things up a bit.
A little bit, yeah. Well, Fresno had played well in their other Pac-12 games, so they were showing up ready to play, pretty competitive, and I don't know if UCLA just had an off day or Fresno's better than people think, or UCLA isn't as good as we think, or whatever. It's too early to make any of those judgments based on one game, but great performance by Fresno State. And, the Pac-12 is basically Oregon and a massive, massive gap to everyone else.
Yeah, it feels
that doesn't seem to be – that doesn't mean that they can't get beat because, at any given day, nature of sports. But Oregon appears to be head, shoulders, waist above the rest of the Pac-12 right now.
It feels that way. Fresno State played Oregon within a touchdown, then beats UCLA. Arizona loses to Northern Arizona, which is, they're losing their mind. I think it was since 1932
and somehow Oregon's only a 4-touchdown favorite against Arizona this weekend. I'm thinking it could be 4 touchdowns each half.
It could be.
That's a Kansas level football team right now.
How'd that happen?
I don't know who they're going to beat this year.
How'd that happen? So San Diego State blows them out of the building. San Diego State beats Utah in triple overtime, by the way. The Mountain West is 5-5 versus the Pac-12 for whatever that's worth. But how did Arizona get so bad? Was it when the Rich Rod thing happened and he left and they brought in Sumlin? Like how did that go?
They were okay under Sumlin. They weren't this bad. They went to a bowl game.
Yeah.
All right. So but they weren't where they wanted to be, and so now he's gone, and the transition has not gone well.
No, it's been horrible.
But they don't always go well. You change coaches for a reason. There's no saying that they'd have a win if someone was still there. But when you lose to Northern Arizona, there's no disrespect meant to Northern Arizona, but Arizona should win a game like that, even if they're bad, comfortably.
Since 1930, I want to say 1932. Yeah, it's insane. All right, before we move forward, so paint me the group of 5 picture. It's Cincinnati. That they've got a schedule in front of them. Fresno State and San Diego State are going to play each other here in a few weeks. They feel like they might be. Boise State's got 2 losses now, 2 tough losses. They lose on a blocked field goal that would have won the game against Oklahoma State, and they blow a 21-point lead. But they got 2 losses. San Diego State and Fresno State, and Cincinnati. Is that what I'm looking at? And then and Coastal Carolina.
Yeah, Nevada's got a loss. Yeah. Those are your 4 leaders for sure in the race, and Cincinnati has a sizable lead. If Cincinnati's only loss is at Notre Dame and they're pretty competitive, I could see Cincinnati still staying ahead.
Well, Fresno State's only loss at that point would have been at Oregon, which you could say is a better team, and they'd have beat UCLA.
Yeah. So it would be a pretty competitive situation. San Diego State lose yet?
San Diego State is 3-0. They beat New Mexico State, Arizona on the road, and Utah. They get Towson this weekend.
Boy, Utah, another team just bafflingly bad at this point.
Well, but
not Arizona bad.
No, but they came back and they tied that game up at 4. They scored 14 points. They had a 2-point conversion. That was a crazy triple overtime game. They both scored in the first overtime. Both missed a field goal in the second, and then San Diego State scored, got the 2-point. Utah scored, got the 2-point. Then they reviewed it and said, nope, the 2-point conversion hit the ground. Ball game. Thanks. Go home now.
That's a weird rule still. I think that's the first time we've seen it.
I think
right?
that's right.
a new rule this year, the 2-point conversions after 2 overtimes.
Yeah, I think that's right.
And,
All right. Jerry Palm, CBSSports.com is with us. CFP expansion vote was postponed because now they don't think they've got the votes. Where is this thing going, and at what speed? Because it was accelerated and fast-tracked about 3 months ago. The Texas and Oklahoma announcement came. We've got all this shifting going on, and now that seems to have really kind of downshifted to second gear.
Yes. Oh, gosh. Yeah, you could say first gear.
Yeah.
It's really derailed at this point. But there's no rush. There's still 5 years left on the current deal.
Yeah.
So it's not like they had to do something now, except I think they were hoping to get the new playoff implemented before the current contract expired. That seems pretty unlikely now. I don't think anything's going to happen until realignment stops. And the American is sitting there with 8 schools at the moment, so they're not done. There's going to be more shifting, more moving around. So until all of that's done, I don't even think they're going to revisit it. But there are other concerns that are unrelated to that. I mean, there were concerns over the 12-team format, the possibility of a couple of schools playing as many as 17 games.
Yep.
There's concerns over how they want this TV package formatted, whether they want it to be all on one network like it is now, or to do something like some of the pro sports do and split it up. So, because, ESPN is the dominant carrier of college football, but Fox has a big package. CBS has got some stuff. They may be able to make more money splitting up a playoff among those networks, like the pro sports, for the most part, do. So, there's a lot of concerns that weren't really fully thought out, and that are unrelated to realignment, and then there's realignment. So I think it's 2023 before it really comes up again.
All right, you brought up realignment in the American, and obviously around here it's a pretty big conversation. The most recent rumblings have been Colorado State and Air Force talking to the American. I look at this whole thing right now, the way it's constructed, with Cincinnati out, with Central Florida out, and with Houston out. What makes the American more attractive for an Air Force or Colorado State to go play with, what Memphis and SMU I kind of understand, but then you're playing Tulane and East Carolina and South Florida. Like, why is that a better situation? Because I would tell you right now, from where we sit, and certainly we sit in this footprint, the Mountain West feels like a better league as constructed, and potentially if they go on the hunt instead of being the hunted, to be the best Group of 5 league.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a battle. Because really the Mountain West schools are the best for the American to try and grab. And although I would say
why
go?
But why go there?
Yeah,
what makes it better in the American?
I think if you're only getting 2, why go? If you can grab 4.
But why not take them the other way? Jerry, what if the Mountain West went after Memphis and SMU? Because I think they're more attractive. And then you look at the basketball league, then you call Wichita. Now it's a $10 million exit fee, and that's what makes it tough. But all of a sudden it's a great basketball league. And I just don't know what the incentive is, aside from the immediate TV
SMU
money.
I get. I mean, SMU's out there. Memphis would have nobody within a time zone of them in their league. So I don't see Memphis going to the Mountain West, certainly as the only team east of the Mississippi. That's not happening. But Memphis has higher aspirations.
Well, everybody does. So does Boise State. So does San Diego State. So does Colorado State. I think everybody does. But so all right. Enjoy the games this week. Always enjoy the conversation. Read him every day on CBSSports.com. You can follow him on Twitter. It's at JPPalmCBS. Right?
Yeah, I go try and find that picture now.
Yeah, no, it was you, and there it is. He just put up you in a Purdue. It looks like a short sleeve jersey of some sort with a patch up on the left chest. Maybe what that patch is. Yeah. Adrian found it.
I'll find it, I'm sure. If it's on your site, I'll find it.
It can't be hard for you to find if we found it. All right, be well, my friend. We'll talk to you next week.
Yep.
See you. Jerry Palm, CBSSports.com. I think the CFP conversation is interesting, and certainly the expansion and conference realignment stuff is as well. All right, you can get in 505-246-0610. Let's continue the conversation. Gentlemen, summer is now over. Fall is here. The pace of life picks up. Are you ready? How you feeling? Are you ready to tackle fall and everything that comes with it? If not, NuMale's here to help you. If you find yourself tired too often, maybe you put on a few extra pounds, even dealing with erectile dysfunction. Look, as men age, these kinds of things are natural. Nothing to be ashamed of, and there's a good chance you're going to be affected. NuMale specializes in helping men deal with these things. Give them a call at 505-652-1688, 505-652-1688, or visit them at NuMale, NuMale.com. NuMale's cutting-edge treatments have been leading the way for years, helping men deal with low T. It's a no-brainer if you want to feel like you again. They're convenient. They're here in Albuquerque. They're with you every step of the way. But the best part of the whole thing, it works. The results are real, and you're going to feel like you again. Call NuMale at 505-652-1688, 505-652-1688, or visit NuMale.com and feel better.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. They're at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
A burglary takes place in the United States approximately every 15 seconds. International Protective Service is your answer for commercial and residential security in all of Albuquerque. IPS will work with your monitoring company for fast, reliable response times. You can rest easy knowing you, your family, or your company is watched over by International Protective Service. Call International Protective Service today.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at FiestaSubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at FiestaSubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green and keep the community green as well. Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment. You trash it, we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loan. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy...
Jerry knows his stuff. It's good. Always enjoyed that conversation. 505-246 if you want to get in. Bunch of, ooh, look at this. Todd says, I'll give the points. Take the Seahawks to beat the Vikings. What,
Vikings,
yeah,
huh?
I just read them, man.
No,
I just read them.
I'm a Viking.
I'm not trying to make it a funny. I just like
No, I like it.
because I don't think it's that funny. I just read them. San Diego Chargers, Jeff. If you listened to the game on the radio last week, it sounded like it was being played at Texas Stadium. Yeah. That's how their games are going to be. Did you watch them when they played, what's Carson called, where the Aztecs play now? The old StubHub Center, whatever, Dignity Life Field or whatever they're calling it now. That's how it always was. Look, Colin Cowherd's on this all the time, and he can't be more right. People move to warmer climates. People move. Like there's not a big increase of you don't go to Minnesota and see a lot of people. No, you got a few. But you don't see a bunch of people in Minnesota who move from LA or San Diego, right?
No.
You go to San Diego, you see tons of people who move from Pittsburgh and Chicago and Minnesota and right? And that's what Arizona, LA, San Diego, New Mexico in some respect. That's what they are. They're transient
Florida.
markets. Florida, certainly.
New Yorkers go to Florida.
All of them. Like I think it's requisite.
Yeah.
I think
part
it's
of being a New
you
Yorker.
hit a certain age, you got to get the heck out.
Yeah.
Like, you got to go. Here's your ticket. Go to Florida. Go to Miami. Go to Fort Lauderdale.
I just came back here.
Yeah. And then a lot of people come here. That's what those places are. You go to a game in any of those places, and the Steeler fans are out. The Viking fans are out. Who the Chargers play? Cowboy fans are out. They're everywhere. That's how it is, man. Who's a Charger fan anymore?
I know one, but he's not allowed to call in because he doesn't know how to control himself.
Because he dropped an F-bomb on the air or something? Or?
He just can't control himself.
Now, I knew a ton of Charger fans. People, when I was in San Diego, people who grew up there, my buddy Todd tells me a story about him and Fozzie Bear. They split their season tickets. It was his dad's season tickets from the 60s. They were heartbroken when the Chargers left. And he's like, like literally just hurt, disowned them, hates them. And if you're in L.A., are you a Charger fan? Hey, okay, the Chargers, that's my favorite team. Now, if you grew up in L.A. and you're a kid and you grew up, maybe you're 18, 20 years old and there was no football when you were growing up, you kind of get your dad's team. And that's why L.A. is going to be a weird football market for a while.
Yes.
A lot of us were Rams fans and they came home. I left before. People were like, how can you still like the Rams? They left. I left too. Yeah. I left before the Rams did, in fact. So I'm down with it. Now, they came back. I didn't. But that's how it is. Charger fan? Lenny's a Charger fan. Chargers and Jets, which is bizarre.
Yeah.
Mike says, you and I are like one on this issue, Jeff Alou. After that bleep against A&M last week, if Louisville football loses to UTEP, that's probably 5,000 less in Dreamstyle Stadium against Air Force. It might be. I think it's a big game for next week's attendance. Yeah, I think that's fair.
It'll be fun.
I mean, I don't think it's fair. I think it's right. I don't know if I think it's fair. I think this team still has. Now, if they go out and get beat 34-0 in this game, we're gonna have a different conversation. I just don't think that's gonna happen. All right, I got a new favorite football coach.
Who?
Can I tell you when we get back? And
Yes.
I'll tell you why.
Hold on tight, y'all.
You're gonna like him too, and you're gonna feel like you missed out. You're gonna like him a little bit too late, but you're gonna like him too. 505-246-0610. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal. Me and A-Marie and Adrian today. Good. What day is today? Thursday? Thursday.
I'm Steve Weisman with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
Dropped in ace for Michaela Martinez.
No score here in the top of the third. Swing on the outside. Not
Pulled for El Dorado right before we came back with that big play. He's going to the corner. He's wide open. It's a touchdown to Omar El Shanawi.
Blattman, a sophomore out of Abyssal County. That one's hit well, and Ziegler.
Rivera back to pass. Throws, got a receiver open,
There
caught.
it is. Wow.
Touchdown. What a throw from Rivera to Ben Wilson. That's a 32-yard, no, 29-yard strike. Academy on the board.
Peyton prop and hit hard by Ziegler over the center fielder's head. Can't get to it. That will score Delosier. They send her home. There's the throw. She's in there safe.
Shot through. Bynum with the game-leading goal. Lamar Bynum. 21
targets will go for it. Rivera back to pass, 7-step drop. Looking to the end zone, going to Garris. Caught down at the 6-yard line. First down. Wow. What a catch by Kellen Garris.
Goes around Bynum. Here's Kumar. Can Kumar even this up? He does! What a dribble shot.
Deceptive play by Martinez. Blocked up front by Kalajic. The Bengal blocked straight down by Wallace. McIntosh for the swing! And she got it! Number 1,000 in the career of Sydney McIntosh here.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Lobo Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Mexico Sportscaster of the Year, Jeff Symbieta, and JJ Bond.
All right, I got a new favorite football coach.
I'm excited.
Are you? In fact, he's the Vikings coach.
Oh, really?
Well, you don't like him?
Mike Zimmer?
Nope.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it one of my coordinators?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
You know, this arrogance that you're the only Vikings in the world, kind of.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's really funny, by the way.
It was misleading, and I apologize.
It's okay.
Kind of, not really. It's the opening drive,
I
Jeff
appreciate
Symbieta
that.
and A. Marie. There's a guy named Bruce Barnum.
Oh.
So how would you know when it's always on the radio. If it'll never happen. That happens, I'm gonna get their logo tattooed to my ass, right? And then and then you got a bad radio stunt gone bad. Coach said, well, he had to pay off a debt. All right, so here's the conversation. Bruce Barnum is the head football coach at Portland State. That's the Vikings.
Okay. Portland State.
Portland
Go
State.
Vikes.
Go Vikings. He said before their opener that he would buy beer for everyone who showed up for the game. Like everyone who showed up for their opener against. Look. He said anyone who comes out, every fan who comes out, it was a big game against Western Oregon. Big game against Western Oregon. So they fans came out. Vikings won 21-17. And now they went out and they boozed it up. So they went to a place nearby called Barney's Beer Garden. Where else would you go? I mean, would you if there was a place called Barney's Beer Garden, would you go?
Heck yes.
Yeah, you would go.
I'm an easy sell, though.
All right. I don't know how they did you have to have a ticket? I don't know how 2,064 beers.
It's a lot of money.
Your boy.
How much is that boy making at Portland State?
Not what they're making. Not what Coach Zimmer's making. I promise you that. Not the real Vikings coach. 2,064 drinks. The majority, the drink of choice was Coors Light.
Nice.
1,260 of them had Coors Light, while 786 of them drank Deschutes Fresh Squeezed IPA.
Oh boy.
Deschutes is a local brewery up there.
Oh boy.
So the bill came to, and I don't know if this is with or without tip. It just shows like the final $14,448.
Stop.
Seems like he got a flight, doesn't he?
Yes.
Yep. 14.5 grand. He's my new favorite coach, by the way. He did it. He said he was going to do it. He said, look, I was thinking, he said it blew up a little bit.
That's really funny.
I was thinking pandemic, college football hadn't been around. Let's kind of get a little crew and have beers on top of the roof like Shawshank Redemption, but this blew up a little too much. So he put himself down 15 grand. But he said, quote, I heard he didn't even go out. See, that's kind of like you would think he would go out after the win and go have a few at Barney's Beer House.
Card down.
Right? Here's my card. Just go.
Just go.
Just go. I mean, what do you do it for an hour?
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
And the bartenders must have been so happy.
I hope so. I'm assuming he took care of her. Him, them, whatever. Whoever they were. He said, I heard everyone had a good time. I was told by the brass immediately after the game that everyone had a blast, so good for it. I hope that brings somebody back. I hope there's some, hey, that was fun. Let's go back out and watch the Vikings play football. So I mean, go out and watch the Vikings play football now. Like, how do you there's two ways to win over a fan base. One, win.
Or buy them beer.
or two, buy them beer. Tell me that you wouldn't go back out and watch this team play. They're playing 13th ranked Montana State.
I would.
Coming up this weekend. Big Sky opener.
Ooh.
I'm a fan of him.
Me too.
He's my new favorite coach. I would go out and watch him. I would go to every one of his games. I would. Because you know what everybody's favorite beer is? Free.
Free.
Every single
Doesn't matter if
person
it's an
you know.
IPA or a Coors Latte,
Yeah,
as
all right,
I call
I'll
them.
take it. I'll take it.
I'll take
Yep.
the Coors Latte.
What do you got left? Got an extra beer? No. You want a beer? I mean, what's an extra beer?
I bet this guy could get sponsored by Coors Light now.
Right, or just shoot freshly squeezed IPA? Freshly squeezed IPA, yes. All right, the texter's been going too. It's me and A. Marie today, 505-246-0610. That's how you can call us. That's how you can text at us. Regarding Edward, the only stat I care about is the win column.
Seriously.
Right? He said Kirk Cousins is Tony Romo. Great during the season, but needs to win the playoff and needs to win more games against teams with winning records. Sorry, Bronco fan. You've not beaten anyone yet, and Chubb is out. I still have the Chiefs, Oakland Broncos, and Chargers.
Okay.
How would you rank that division?
That's a tough division. Well, the Raiders, woo. Chargers in last place.
Right now, right? Wouldn't you?
Yeah, Chiefs, Raiders, Broncos, Chargers.
Chargers could be better than the Broncos. We have no idea.
Yeah.
I mean,
Up-
honestly,
up in
if the Chargers played the Jaguars and who'd they beat last week? Or the first week?
I was like, they lost to Dallas.
Who'd they play the first week? Giants.
No, the Redskins.
Broncos played the Giants.
I mean, sorry, Washington football team.
Yeah. But the Chargers? I mean,
The
okay.
Chargers
when I say
played
game, we're talking
the
about two
football
teams.
team.
Right. The Broncos have beaten the Giants and the Jaguars. Now they get the Jets. So, yeah, they're 2-0.
Right. Look at their schedule. Yeah.
And I'm not taking anything away from them. Like, you're 2-0, and it's a really good start because if you weren't 2-0, you'd be pissed.
The Raiders are a strong 2-0.
The Raiders are a strong 2-0. They beat the Ravens, and then they went across the country and beat the Steelers.
Yeah.
And I don't know how good the Steelers are now, but Steelers beat the Bills in Buffalo.
Yeah.
So, yes. This says, because the Raiders play to the level of their competition, that's why the number's not higher. I asked, why is the number not higher than 4? Okay. Fair enough.
Okay.
Oops, Aaron text. I'm not going to read you that one.
Why?
Oops. Well, probably not appropriate.
Oh, okay,
I'll read
got
it to you later, or I'll let you read
Okay,
it, but it's,
okay.
it's probably not appropriate. I'm just saying. If you want to come over and take a look over my shoulder, I mean, you're welcome to. I didn't do anything. 505-246-0610. All right, Lobos at UTEP. Did you know that the Lobos are UTEP's second oldest rival? This series goes back to 1919. That's 102 years ago. First game was played 15 days before the Spanish flu pandemic was officially declared over. Maybe there's a little omen.
Little omen, little history repeats
Wouldn't that be
itself.
nice? 15 days from now, they declare this pandemic over? I'm just saying.
I wish.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
Yes.
They did this annual for years. They were in the WAC. First meeting since 2014. Both with the same record. Both beat New Mexico State. Both beat an FBS by 10. Both got run out of the building by a traditional power. Very similar teams. 1.5-point spread, 2-point spread. The Miners are favored. This is the third time this year UTEP has been favored.
What's it, -3?
I think it's up to 2. Did you see 3?
I saw 3 yesterday.
All right, it could be.
I mean, yeah.
All right. Before this season, UTEP had not been favored to beat an FBS team since. When do you think this is a silly stat. But maybe, I don't know if it's more about what UTEP is or who they're playing. UTEP had not been favored to beat an FBS team since 2016. This is now 2021. That's 5 years ago. They had not been favored in a game until this year against the Aggies and now against New Mexico.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know if that means they're any good. It means they're 2-1. They're playing at home. They're playing a team that's just like them.
Yeah, I feel like it's very even kill.
And that's, I mean,
it's a weird stat.
I don't know the last time the Lobos were favored to win a game, an FBS game. Well, they were. I mean, before the New Mexico State game, they're probably last time they played New Mexico State, right? Wouldn't you guess?
Yes.
They probably were not favored to win one game last year. I don't recall, but I can't see a game in which they would have been favored by Vegas, by the odds. I'm going to guess it would have been the 2019 New Mexico State game. But UTEP, the Aggies have been favored against UTEP in 2017, 18, 19. They didn't play in 20.
Woo.
I mean, they were dogs to New Mexico State all 3 years. It was what that tells me, right? They play them every year. That's insane. How do you go 5 years would not be 4 full seasons and not be a favorite in one game? But
I'm picking the Bows.
I am too. No, I think Lobos. This is a good one back and forth. This has a weird feel to me that kicking game's gonna have a big piece of this. And I know how you feel about that. That was that big deep sigh that you just let go.
Sorry.
So there was a game, 2007. And I only remember this because this was the year Lobos won the second New Mexico Bowl. But they opened the season by going to UTEP. This was the year John Sullivan was the All-America, first team All-America kicker. And he missed a kick. He missed a kick in that game. They lose 10-7. They got in the red zone a bunch of times, couldn't put it in the end zone. The kid from UTEP kicked a 54, 55-yard field goal. And they lose 10-7. And Sully's told me the story, and it's really kind of funny watching him and Rocky Long and Matt Wells, who at the time, the former Utah State coach, now the Texas Tech coach, was on the staff. But Sully was telling the story about how bad he felt. And Coach Long on Monday came up to him and said, "You're my guy. Basically, go kick. It's what happens next week." And Matt Wells giving him a hard time. And Sully's out there with that damn knee brace on his left. I got a kicker with a freaking knee brace out there, and you're about, and John Sullivan works for the Mountain West now. He looks like Annie, right? From the musical, big bushy red hair, and he used to keep $1 in his shoe. He was given $1 by a coach before the first game, the next game, and he kept that in his shoe. But anyway, he was telling that story, and Rocky looks at him and he says, "I said that to you?" "Yeah, Coach, you did." "Sure as hell not on Saturday." No, it was Monday. It was all right because I was pissed. But he was talking about the bus ride back home. But it has the feel. These two teams are really evenly matched. I think it comes down to kicking. Is that ridiculous?
No.
Special teams going to play a big part in this game.
I like it.
I really think special teams plays a part in this game. All right, 505-246-0610. That's the Sports Edible text line. It's also the Quan's Auto Care hotline. Come on in. We'll get you some NFL stuff. We'll recap baseball from yesterday as well. I would love your thoughts. If you saw the little bench exiting from the Rays and the Jays yesterday when Kevin Kiermaier got hit because he picked up the scouting report that fell out of the catcher's wristband. Have you seen it yet?
No, I'm gonna look at it right now.
Good. It's just so baseball. It's so cute. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Animal.
The Jim Rome Show.
You will not find a better moment than the one where Mackenzie Milton came into the game for Florida State and led them all the way back to tie Notre Dame and send that game into overtime. You'll recall back in November 2018, he suffered a dislocated knee, torn ligaments,
Well, I'm
nerve
going
damage,
to the
and
frontier,
artery
walking
damage. He was
to
told
the
that he would be
cashier,
lucky to
order
walk
up a
normally
root
and go
beer,
without
red
pain. That
number
moment was one
one.
of the
Cover
biggest
it with green
goosebump
stuff. One scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough. Back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot. It's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
You trusted your home or business security to a company with an armed response. They sold out to a national corporate giant, and you're stuck on the brink of less security. I'm Aaron Jones, owner of International Protective Service. IPS isn't for sale. I'm invested here, and I care about your home and business as if it's my own. Let the highly trained armed guards or 24-hour patrols of IPS protect what's yours. With faster response times to catch criminals and less associated costs, call 897-2420 or go to ipsglobal.com.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number 1 in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
When looking for the best experience while buying an all-new Kia, Fiesta Kia offers some of the most knowledgeable and friendly Kia specialists in New Mexico. They'll help you find the Kia that will meet all your expectations. Kias have some of the most affordable vehicles for you to choose from, offering extensive options and style for the price. And with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, Kia won't be beat. Come be a part of the Fiesta family today, 7400 Lomas Boulevard Northeast, or start driving now at fiestakia.com.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Car Crafters is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted.
922-0610. Brought to you by Quan's Auto Care Collision and Repair. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
So I just told you the story about my new favorite coach, the head coach at Portland State football. Said everybody who comes to the game, I'll buy you a beer. He spent $15,000 in beer. Gopher brings up a really good point, Amory. He said around here, you couldn't do it around here because he said around here the beer wouldn't be free enough.
It's so true.
It's right.
Or they'd make up like we couldn't buy that many beers or something.
Hey, but I got my uncle who was at the game too. Can I bring him a beer? No, he had to go
Look
home
at
because
your
he had
Burqueño accent. Your Burqueño accent.
No, porque he was all over the game anyway. But
Or
he had to go
no.
home because he had to take his meds. But I'm gonna bring him a beer, no?
Or no. Or what?
I know, huh?
Or what?
I know, huh? Can I bring him one or what? It's okay, right? Okay, it's okay, no? It wouldn't be. It's right. It wouldn't be free enough. the hell's going on around here? 505-246-0610. 888-922-0610. I was looking up. You get Mountain West football Friday night. Have you seen some of the spreads in the Mountain West? Fresno State is a 30-point favorite on Friday night. Like, how do you think CBS feeling about? Look, this is our national game on Friday night, and I got a 30-point spread. Now they get a ranked team in Fresno State. They get Fresno State ranked 22nd in the country, so it's something to tune into for the first quarter and a half. But they are 30-point favorites at home against UNLV. Big boy CBS, like Channel 13 on Saturday morning, 10 a.m. I guess they don't tailgate big. Have you ever been to a Utah State game? I've never been to a game there. I've had them in the bowl game. They go a little bit. 10 a.m. How's your tailgate? 10 a.m. Boise State at Utah State. Broncos are a 9-point favorite on CBS on your big boy TV. This one's sneaky, and don't just look at it and say San Jose State's going to run over Western Michigan. Games at Western Michigan. Western Michigan is a 3-point favorite over the defending Mountain West champions. Western Michigan beat Pitt last week in the ACC. Now their coach, Tim Lester, is out, COVID protocol. So I know people downplay travel. What do you put into this? Is Western Michigan in Kalamazoo? Is that where they are?
I have no idea,
All right.
to be honest.
They're in Kalamazoo or Ypsilanti. I want to say it's Kalamazoo, but I'm not sure. But it doesn't matter. So you're in San Jose. Last week you played the late night game in Hawaii.
Oh, that's a lot of traveling.
All right. So you got back. I'm going to say, let's say the game was at 10 o'clock your time, and so you probably got in the air at 4 in the morning.
Oof.
Your time. You got home at, let's say you got home at 11, so you lose Sunday, right? And now Friday you're going back to Michigan.
You are going to Kalamazoo.
Right? So it's that. Does travel comes into play here, doesn't it, for San Jose State? Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
And then, well, Jeff, you're just sitting on a plane, and they're napping, and
Your body gets thrown off.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Going from Hawaii time to Eastern time?
Yeah.
That's
just any time you travel. I just feel like,
it's
your whole day's messed up.
It's a noon game, which is 10 o'clock San Jose time and 7 a.m. Hawaii time. That one's crazy. So Western Michigan is a 3-point favorite over San Jose State. I know you look at that game and go, oh, and there's one for San Jose State. San Jose State's good. They just lost 17-14 out, or they won 17-14 out on the island. And Western Michigan beat Pitt of the ACC last week. Iowa is a 23.5-point favorite at home against Colorado State. I don't think that's enough. Wyoming, okay, how often do you see a 30-point road favorite?
No, not often.
Wyoming is a 30-point road favorite.
Against who?
Connecticut.
Okay.
UConn is maybe the worst team in the country.
That's sad.
Oh, whatever. Somebody's got to be, and might as well be them. It doesn't bother me that much. They left the league. They decided to go independent. They decided to go on their own for basketball, and so this is what they get in football. It doesn't bother me that much. I just feel like it's a lot. And Wyoming plays close games, so I think they'll win by 28.5.
Careful with those 30-point spreads, Lobo fans.
It's just right. Yes, score once for crying out loud. San Diego State plays Towson, no line. Air Force 4.5-point favorite at home against Florida Atlantic out of Conference USA. It's interesting to me. Aggies are 17-point home dogs against Hawaii. Does that feel right to you? Because it does to me. 17 is an interesting. It makes me think.
Yeah.
It tempts me to take New Mexico State. I don't know who their quarterback's going to be, so I wouldn't bet that game. I just wouldn't.
Just going with the Aggies.
Well, Hawaii scored 13 points last week. Now against a way better defense, certainly, it's San Jose State. But they should be scoring more points. They're 1-3, but they played 2 Pac-12 teams. They played UCLA and they played Oregon State. Their win was against our buddies from Portland State. You got more Portland State talk this morning than you ever thought you would, huh? They beat Portland State 49-35, huh? My beer sluggers went out there and
beer sluggers.
Yeah, they tried.
It's my new favorite college football team, I decided.
Portland State Beer Sluggers?
Why not?
I'm 100% behind you. I will slug
What's
with
the
you.
coach's name?
It's Bruce. Bruce.
I'll look it
No,
up
I got it
then.
right here. Bruce. There's a signature. Bruce Barnum.
Yeah.
Bruce Barnum, like Barnum and Bailey. Like what a circus that was when they all went over to Barney. Bruce Barnum, and they went to Barney's Beer Garden. Bruce Barnum's Barney's Beer Garden. What a circus that was. And beers on Bruce at Barney's. It was a good time. There's one more game. That was the New Mexico UTEP game. So I got it at 1.5 right now. I haven't. It's moved back to 1.5 where I'm looking. That might be different.
Be a tough game.
I'll take the Lobos in whatever points you want to give me.
Lobos +3. I just thought it was 3. That's fine.
I would take that.
Let's go.
I would take that. I like New Mexico in this game. I think.
Me too.
I think they're better.
Mhm.
But we'll see. Look, if UTEP wins this game, is UTEP looking at a bowl game? I mean, they get Old Dominion the next week, who's not very good. Old Dominion is 1-2. They could beat Old Dominion. If they go to 4-1, are you sitting there staring? Okay, where do they get 2 more? UTSA, North Texas, Rice is beatable. I mean, they win this one. They win next week. All of a sudden, you got Bull Scouts going down El Paso. I'm just saying something. I mean, they travel now. They've got the perfect formula. You know, relatively new coach. Haven't been to a bowl game in a while.
Let's go.
I got a guy.
I got a guy. We know a guy.
I'm just, boy, UTEP would be attractive. 505-246-0610. So do you like the Lobos this week? And Aggie fan, what are you doing at quarterback? So now that you got all these healthy quarterbacks, who should be their quarterback? I think it's Jonah Johnson if he's healthy. He's your guy, right? I mean, if your starting quarterback is healthy, Maldonado won a game, but has he done enough to make you say, Dino Maldonado's my guy? I'm not going back to him because or Jonah Johnson. I'm not going back to Jonah Johnson because Maldonado won a game against an FCS team. If Jonah's 100% healthy, Doug Martin said he gives us the best chance to win. So that's where you would have to go. Aggie fan, this is an interesting one for you too. New Mexico State's got a puncher's chance in this, don't they?
I think they do.
I mean, I like Hawaii and I like what they've got back and I like what they've done. But they're 1-3. They're not invincible. They're not. You got a puncher's chance if you can score. Now, if you're going to ask me to pick a winner, I mean, I'd probably go with the 17-point favorite. Right?
Yep.
But, all right, 505-246-0610. Keep them coming. I want to get into some NFL stuff. I'll get you injuries. Get into tonight's game.
I have the Blue Jays' response to Kevin Cash apologizing, by the way. Too,
What
if
did
you
Kevin
want to hear
Cash apologize for?
it. I don't know. You got to hear it.
So the Rays manager apologized for his guy getting hit in the back?
No, I'll show you.
All right. Yeah, no, I'm interested in that when we get back. Now is the time to save yourself money. Look, you have the perfect home. Maybe you've had it for years. It's where you raised your family. Maybe you moved in recently. You can't wait to make some new memories. No matter the situation, there's one question that's worth asking yourself. Do you have the perfect mortgage? You could have the perfect mortgage if you call American Financing, America's home for home loans, because believe it or not, your mortgage can make a significant difference in your lifestyle. If you have a rate that is 3.5% or higher, maybe you're still paying mortgage insurance, you could be overpaying your mortgage. Don't let that happen. And there's some urgency on this. Call American Financing for a free mortgage review and do it now. Learn about ways you could save up to $1,000 a month. You might even postpone 2 mortgage payments. But look, the rates aren't going to stay this way forever. Now is the time to call. Get a free pre-qualification. Call American Financing at 505-247-9999. 505-247-9999 or visit them online. AmericanFinancing.net, NMLS 182334, NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. They're at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
A burglary takes place in the United States approximately every 15 seconds. International Protective Service is your answer for commercial and residential security in all of Albuquerque. IPS will work with your monitoring company for fast, reliable response times. You can rest easy knowing you, your family, or your company is watched over by International Protective Service. Call International Protective Service today.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green. And keep the community green as well. Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment. You trash it, we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a...
Look impressive tonight. I don't normally like an 8-point NFL dog on the road on a Thursday. In fact, I almost never like an 8-point NFL dog on the road on Thursday. But I kind of like this NFL 8-point dog on the road on this particular Thursday. You know how I feel about Thursday nights. I think the games have gotten a lot better, but I always tend to lean towards the home team when it's close. I don't believe this to be close. I think this young man out of Stanford is bright, and yeah, he was good in college. And he might be a really good NFL quarterback at some point. It's a tough way to debut on a short week against a really good defense. Howard, good morning.
Good morning, guys. How you doing?
Bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and, ready to excel, sir.
Exactly. I'm not getting that 30-point favorite Wyoming's getting against Connecticut. I'm just not getting it.
You think it's too much?
I think it's too much because at the end of the day, they all put their pants on one leg at a time, right?
I want to see the guy who says, screw that, I don't, and jumps into his pants. I want to see the video. This is how I put my pants on. Sits down. Maybe the guy sits down and puts them both on. Maybe they put them on 2 legs at a time. Maybe that's how they put them on at UConn.
Yeah, I don't know, but I was sitting here listening to Jess, and I said, Jess, you better get it right, and of course he did, so that was funny. But you know what? I'm looking at. I always like to start the week with a parlay, and I'm looking at taking the Lobos and Aggie fan, crucify me. I'm looking at Hawaii.
Okay, so
I'm looking at that parlay to start my week.
All right, so the 2-team parlay. You got the Lobos. You're getting how much? You getting 1.5?
Yeah, a 1.6.
Hey, let me give you a reason. By the way, I'm going to back up on you. So here's the reason Connecticut is a 30-point home dog. They've lost to Fresno 45-0. They lost to Holy Cross. Holy smokes, 38-28. They lost to
Wow.
Purdue 49-0 at home. Then they went on the road. They scored 21 points last week. They lost at Army 52-21. They like New Mexico State. They're the only two teams that shut down last year.
Son of a gun. Yeah, that's tough. And this is my logic with taking Hawaii, even though they're a 17-point favorite. I think they've been, trying to find their groove a little bit, and I think they're going to find it against New Mexico State. I mean, I'm not saying that they're, a poor defense, but we put 35 up on them, and I think Hawaii is going to come into their own on the defense and just kind of have a breakout game, and that's my opinion. But on another note, Avery, you're going to be at Bourbon and Boots?
Yeah, on Sunday.
Sunday between 1 and 3, okay?
Yes, my Minnesota Vikings start at 2:25, so I might stay for the game depending on
If they actually put it on
the first. Hey, they put on your game.
Yeah, they did.
The other day I was trying to tout the NFC Central. I was calling the NFC
I love that you call it the
North
Central, by the way.
Central, like a bonehead, so sorry about that. But
No, I liked
I just
it.
wanted to mention to you, I might try to get the wife and pop in, but I just remember, Avery, I am forbidden fruit, okay?
Okay.
I told you I was a clown, Amory.
No, I appreciate it. Jeff, my favorite is when some of the regular callers call and they're like, Amory, don't be like, I'm going to just joke around. I love how they're prepping me for it.
Yeah, okay.
I love it, Howard.
Here's a precursor. Okay.
I work in sport and comedy. I can hang.
And my boys are going to bring the Eagles back down to earth Monday night with a good butt with
Dun,
them.
dun, dun, dun.
That'll be a good game.
Dun, dun, dun,
Have a good day, guys.
dun,
Thanks,
dun,
Howard.
dun, dun. See you, Howie.
Dun.
All right, I got. Do you ever look at the bottom 10? I'm never a big fan of these things.
let's do
Let
it.
me tell you who the worst is. But I just expected, I almost went, where's New Mexico's? But they're not. Bottom 10 is UConn, number 1, which
Okay,
you can't.
we knew that.
You can't. And
The
then
you can't.
You can't, and then UMass as UMass, number 2. Florida State, number 3. Rice, number 4.
Wow.
Pac-12 After Dark, number 5. Arizona,
Ooh.
number 6. UNL, with capital L, V. Ohio Not State, number 8. Holy Toledo Bottle Rockets, number 9. And Hawaii is number 10.
Wow.
Final spot in this week's countdown, it says, came to Hawaii and New Mexico State, a pair of 1 and 3 teams, but the Aggies just scored their first win. They play each other. So New Mexico State isn't in, which is good. Now,
There we
If
go.
they lose this week, they may get in.
Yeah.
Colorado State got knocked out with their victory last week over Toledo.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know why I look at that. It just,
why not?
I love people who just, well, I don't. I hate. Let's just kick people when we're down stuff.
Yeah.
But I guess people read that mess, and I did. I
People
clicked.
like it.
I clicked because I almost expected to see. Well, there's always New Mexico, some sort of semblance of New Mexico State, UTEP in there.
Yeah.
And sometimes all 3.
Yes.
And none.
Not this time.
None of them.
Not in 2021.
Yet. Not yet. All right. What do you got tonight? You laying the 8?
Yes.
I would too.
Let's go Panthers.
All right. Justin Fields will make his first start.
Let's go, Justin.
When we're sitting here Monday.
Oh boy, can't wait for overreaction Monday.
No, but this is what everybody wanted. This is your absolute 100% biggest classic. Backup quarterback's the most popular guy on the team. He's going to be the savior of this franchise. He's the first franchise quarterback they've had since Sid Luckman in the 40s or whatever the hell they want to tell me. And why was Andy Dalton playing? And then Andy Dalton came up lame and limped off the field. And, all right, here you go.
Here you go.
All right, knock yourself out. And they are going to go and throw this young man out against a really, really good Cleveland defense. A really good Cleveland defense. In Cleveland. Was it only like a 4-point spread? Was that one of those 8s? It doesn't feel like enough to me.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at right up on, I don't know what's that site that says minus 7.5 Cleveland.
All right, 7.5.
Mm-hmm.
There's more pressure. Like the Vikings have the biggest pressure
of
course. This week to win a game.
Yes.
But on this young man, like what if he goes and as Jim Rome's show says, what he takes a big dump in his pants? Like what if he doesn't play well? What if he throws 3 interceptions and looks like a rookie? Because I've watched Trevor Lawrence, I've watched Zach Wilson, both the guys who went ahead of him, number 1 and 2 in the draft, if I'm not mistaken. And I watched them realize, damn, I'm not in college anymore. Like, this game is different, and those are grown-ass men, and they're really good, and they're really fast, they're really strong, and I'm getting different looks, and the game's faster. Like, what if he looks like, I don't know, Zach Wilson did last week?
Right. Well, he did place a little bit.
Yeah, he's
last
taken
week,
a few snaps.
So that's
He's
good.
been in
That's
for some
good. He did have an
packages.
interception, but then he did play well.
Yeah, but this is his debut. He's been in for some
This
packages.
is
and-
starting.
Yeah. So, because I don't expect him to play well this week. I know everybody is telling me, "Oh, here we go. It's starting now." And if he goes out and let's say they get
I think
beat,
he's gonna be fine.
Do you?
Yeah.
Let's say
nothing
they
special.
get beat 35-14, which isn't out of the realm, is it?
No.
28-10. People going to be patient there? Are they going to? I knew he wasn't any
When
good.
are sports fans ever patient?
That's my point.
Yes, and the Vikings and Bears have a lot of the NFC North. That's a lot of quarterback turnover between both of our teams. So,
But this is their guy.
This is their guy. They're hoping.
They've all convinced
They're
themselves.
hoping. They're hoping.
And that redheaded, crappy quarterback, who, by the way, was a pretty good quarterback in this league for a decade, but they've decided he's garbage. And finally, he limped off the field because God took him out because he wasn't even hurt. You see, it was a non-contact injury. See, God wanted our guy on. Oh, okay. All right. Let's see. Now, he may come out and be spectacular, and all of a sudden, and then people lose their mind. Then he's Joe Montana, Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
But I think it's going the other way. Now, I was wrong on Dak. I'll sit here and tell you, I was 100% wrong on opening day on Dak. I thought it was going to take Dak a minute to come back. But this isn't coming back. This is a guy who everybody is sold on that one performance in the college football semifinal last year where he was spectacular.
I don't know how you can compare that to the NFL, but
now, he was good in college. I'm not telling you that was his only good game.
I think he's good.
But that's where everybody kind of came on. Oh, my goodness, the people who didn't watch him, didn't watch a lot of Ohio State, saw that semifinal performance and were, wow, okay, yeah, he was great. That was a great game, great performance. I feel like I'm the only one who's not sold that Justin Fields is just going to be the savior for the Bears.
I think it's too early to tell. I don't think you should get your hopes up either.
No, but that's what sports fans. If you had him, you'd have your hopes up. If he was a Viking and you'd want Kirk Cousins out of there, and let's see what this guy's got. We're 0-2, and we're going with Kirk Cousins. Go with this guy. I mean, you would. Any quarterback-starred franchise would.
Right. Like, I don't think it's Kellen Mond time yet because Kirk is doing a good job.
Well, and this isn't Kellen Mond.
No, this is Justin Fields.
Yeah. I just, like the Jets fans, Zach Wilson, he's the greatest thing ever. We got to get rid of Sam Darnold. We're only 2 games in. I'm not ready to pass judgment. I think Zach Wilson's going to be fine.
Yeah.
But if we're, 12 games in and we're on the same trend.
Right. I just think Bears fans should be patient.
So cute.
Be patient, Bears fans.
It's so cute. Be patient.
And obviously, I need you to lose, but as a wee segment, but
yeah,
the Minnesota Vikings need you to lose.
I'm just curious where you all think this is going to go.
Yeah.
In week 1. Yeah. What do you got?
No, I'm gonna read what some of my Bears friends said on the break.
All right, do that during the break. We'll take the break now. 505-246-0610. Wrap it up with you. That is, I'll freshen the text line and see what kind of love you sent. And let you know when we come back on the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS Network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loan. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
Dropped in ace for Michaela Martinez.
No score here in the top of the third. Swing on the outside. Not
Old for El Dorado right before we came back with that big play. He's going to the corner. He's wide open. It's a touchdown to Omar El Shanawi.
Blattman, a sophomore out of Abyssal County. That one's hit well, and Ziegler.
Rivera back to pass. Throws, got a receiver open,
There he
caught.
is. Wow.
Touchdown. What a throw from Rivera to Ben Wilson. That's a 32-yard or 29-yard strike. Academy on the board.
Peyton Prop, and hit hard by Ziegler over the center fielder's head. Can't get to it. That will score.
610, the sports animal.
All right. Red Rifle, according to the texter, is a good quarterback. Not great. Now he's a career backup. Young sports people are expecting quick magic from Fields, but realistic fans are not. I think Bear fan, whether you're young or old or whatever, you're expecting it tomorrow or Sunday in this case. Opening drive, Jeff, JJ, not here today, and A. Marie here today. George, sorry if I offended. I do some accents sometimes. You know, sometimes I get into different characters. Well, not even usually the same character. How come that's not offensive, right? If I go like this and I talk like I want a dog. All right, just want to make sure. Sorry, George. All right, let me ask you this, since we're talking quarterbacks. The real Jameis Winston, week 1 or week 2? Week 1, 5 touchdowns against the Packers. He only threw for, 100 and something yards. When didn't he crack 200? Or last week where he was stymied by Carolina.
A bad Packers defense or a good Packers. I mean, good Panthers, defense.
Well,
and maybe in between. He's an in between.
That's probably right.
I don't think he's like star.
I think everybody kind of lost. And I bought into it a little bit preseason. I thought Jameis was
Right.
going to have a good year.
The Saints fans were probably excited after week 1 too. It's like Drew Brees is gone, and I mean that's a big chunk of time without that quarter. You know,
well,
it's a new era. Yeah,
and you beat the Packers.
Yeah,
and you beat one of the 3 Super Bowl favorites in the NFC. Right? It was the Buccaneers, the Packers, and the Rams. And not only beat it, you pumped them 35-3. Like, yeah, you were excited. Yeah. Jameis threw for 5. He didn't turn the ball over. Holy smoke! Sean Payton's gotten to Jameis. This is good. We feel great. And then they go to Carolina, and then that. So I don't. This is a big week, I think, for him too, because who is he? And we're watching quarterbacks stay out of the league. I'm looking Cam. Why isn't Cam signed yet? Does Cam have anything left? I think this is a huge, huge year for Jameis in his career. Whether he's going to have a job next year. Like, honestly, never mind whether he's going to be a starter. Does he have a job? And it's not all in this week. They're playing a New England team, which there's another team, by the way. I was talking about the Vikings, who this is a huge week for. And it might even be a must-win for them. It's a kind of got a win game for New England. Because New England, if they start out 1-2, and they're, who they think they are, and lose at home to Jameis Winston, where does that go? So I think it's kind of got a win game for them. But which Jameis is it? 2 weeks is really, I look at this whole thing, and you've got so many teams where you've got 2 drastically different performances. And if you were going to ask me as a rule, I would tell you to look towards week 2 more so than week 1, because coaches always tell you the biggest change, the biggest progress is made between week 1 and week 2. Well, then who's Buffalo? Is that the team that got beat by the Steelers at home or ran Miami out? Who's New England? Right, this is a huge game for New England.
Yeah.
Is Dallas the team that lost on the road? Like, Dallas is good. Who are some of these teams that look different in week 1 than week 2? Now, most of them look the same. Atlanta's bad. Jacksonville's bad. Kansas City's good. Rams are good. Tampa Bay's good. But I think now you're going to really, really, really start to get a feel. Andrew, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm well. How are you guys?
We're well, thank you.
Big Bears fan, Andrew is.
Oh, you guys will get along well.
Big Bears fan. I think it's time to bring some levity to this situation, guys.
Please.
This is the best option we've had in a long time, but we need to really temper our expectations, right? I mean, this is a kid getting thrown in. The playbook needs to be adjusted. The offensive line is a mess. We're going to need to take it slow. He's going to be great. He's going to be fantastic. But if we think he's going to be the savior in week 2, week 3, week 4, it's going to take some time for adjustments, right?
Well, okay, so he might be great.
That's my view.
Yeah, he might be great, and he might be fantastic. He's probably not going to be those 2 things in week 1. And so you're right, 100%. Like as Aaron, I'm not going to sit here with 2 NFC North fans quote Aaron Rodgers, but I am. Relax, because whatever you see on Sunday, it's to everything you just said. He's thrown in for his first start with a not a great situation. So, but it's easy as to sit here to say, Andrew, relax and throw levity at it. How do you think Bears fans are going to feel when you've been waiting for, 60 years to have a franchise quarterback?
I think it speaks for itself. Look at the number of Fields jerseys being sold right now. People are excited. We're welcoming them, and then you see all of his teammates are behind him now, and these teammates are going to be the ones who have to step up their game in order to give him a good game. So guys like Damian Byrd, guys like Marquise Goodwin, they need to step up and catch. Allen Robinson can't drop balls in the end zone.
Yeah, that'd be best.
Darnell Mooney can't drop balls. We'll finally get a guy who can throw the ball past 15 yards. You need to catch the ball. So it's going to take a lot. It's also going to take our defense playing up to what they did last week to give them a chance to do anything.
It's interesting. All right, let's have this conversation next week after it's done, because I'm interested to see how you feel, Andrew.
Absolutely love it.
All right,
I'll
thanks.
talk to you guys soon. Have a great day.
Be well. Andrew called us at 246-0610. I appreciate him, because I think that's where every Bear fan should be.
Yes, and he's very knowledgeable at the Bears, but he's a reasonable fan.
Well, that's where every Bear fan should be, right? We're throwing this kid in. He's going to be great. He's going to be okay. He might be. Like he very well could be. I'm going to guess he's not that guy on Sunday. Now, I'll sit here Monday and tell you I'm wrong. I was wrong on Dak. Opening night, Thursday night, Tampa Bay, I thought Dak was going to struggle, and he did anything but struggle. I was wrong. That's why I'm telling you I think I don't know.
None of us know.
Right? I don't know. But man, I just, that young man is under pressure. You know, there's a couple of guys that get put into situations, and you say, well, we'd all like to be in that. Well, I imagine. He's in a weird situation. And Jordan Love is in I feel for Jordan Love because he's in an impossible situation.
Yeah.
And he didn't do anything bad.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything wrong.
No. Yeah.
But you know Bear fan.
Yeah, I do.
Well, you know football fan. Like, it's not like it's different anywhere else.
Nope.
You know, what if Zach Wilson has another stinker in Denver this week? Where's Jet fan on Monday?
The usual.
Right? They want Sam Darnold back? I mean, they should.
Now they do.
Because I think what's going to happen, I think Sam Darnold looks good tonight. I think this is this is his coming out party on national
Can't
TV
wait.
tonight. Right?
I'm excited.
I'm rooting for Sam Darnold. I am. Like him. SC guy. I think he was in a bad situation. I think he has a coming out party tonight.
Let's go.
And then Zach Wilson, I think, has another really tough run in Denver this weekend.
Another tough defense. And Patriots defense ate them alive, but that's the usual.
So Jet fans going to wake up on Monday morning with a quarterback who maybe threw for, I don't know, let's say he goes for 217, touchdown, and 3 interceptions, and they lose again. They're 0-3, and Sam Darnold's 3-0. But
is on coaching?
Be patient. No. Be patient.
Be patient.
I think Robert Saleh is a good coach. Like I'm glad he's out of San Francisco, so I can kind of root for him now.
I get it.
No, you totally understand that, right?
Oh, totally.
Right?
Totally.
And there's guys that I like that guy. I'm going to root for him, but he's wearing that jersey. You've been there.
I've been there.
I literally asked my brother last night. He coached Gabe Kapler.
Oh, wow.
In high school. Gabe Kapler is the manager of the Giants.
Oh, wow.
My brother's a big Dodger fan. I said, so what do you do? Like, do you root for your boy? Like, what? He's like, bleep no.
Yeah,
He's
no.
a freaking Giant. Like,
No.
hell no. Bleep him.
Yep.
Yeah, all right, now I got it. Thanks to Jerry Palm, CBS Sports, for being with us today. Jim Rome Show is next. The Herd with Colin Cowherd is after that. What's today? Oh, look at that. Your boys are back from Hawaii today?
Oh, boy.
All right, ABQ Central afternoon drive today before Isotopes baseball against Reno and then true to the game. Want to come back and do this again tomorrow?
Let's do it.
All right, tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Adrian, great work. Great find on the picture. Little J. Paul.
So
in the morning.
good.
Fun day.
Fun day. Let's do it.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow morning. Be good to each other, please. Be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. We'll see you tomorrow.
Dear Exit Strategy.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loan. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Lobo Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. They're at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever, no one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.